What's this? What's this? It says the description is too long. What? How? How's this description too long? If this description is too long, let's see. Let's go to edit video. Copy. And then we'll grab all of these. And we'll hit paste. It's too long. It's saying my description's too long. There it goes. I got it. Let's see. You're all in my basement now. My Fight Club basement. Pikachu. Use Thunderclap. All right. So we're going to hit save on that. So, let's grab this over here. Hey, what's up, guys? Time to destroy something beautiful. That's right. We're starting at 5:44. That's pretty late. It's just like a perfect day, and I was hanging out with Karis for the whole time. Friday evening. You know, she gets off and then just wants to hang out. Let's save that. Because it's Friday, for example. So she doesn't really get to have a very good Friday because we work on Friday, I guess. Here we are. All right, perfect. But you can't skip Friday. Friday's the most important day. All right, let's throw these out. Seems like no matter how you shift the stream around, there's no perfect method to ensure that you get, like, optimal time together. The problem is I just work a lot. No matter how you slice it. Now, what is this? This is PayPal? All right. Hey, ZELLE is working. By the way, ZELLE is working. All right. Let me close this. Boy, my eye is itchy, dude. What was that? Was that Samus music? What was that music? Blue Moon? All right. I like that music. That's really good sounding music. That's me talking through the screen. Let's hit enter on this. Hey, what's up, Jack? Okay. The message is pinned. I think we're ready. So we begin today by talking a little bit about Perfect Order. Perfect Order is in. It's got cool cards. We've already opened some. It's a cool set, and it's actually affordable, which is nice for a change. So Perfect Order, much, much cheaper than a set of Heroes. Here it is. 8.5. Much more reasonable price. Here we go. Gym battles, gym breaks. Those are going to be a lot more common now. So we got to constantly pick out some new gym breaks. And if a gym break isn't possible, we'll just get rid of it fast. All right. Now we've got these scorecards again, right? All right, that's a whole thing again. Okay. Good. Ooh. New Pokemon set already? Well, I wouldn't say already. A set of Heroes, maybe it came out, maybe it feels like it came out recently, but time's flying, man. We're at the end of March already. Ow, my. A set of the Heroes came out in February, didn't it? Early February? So it's been almost 2 months since the last set. So it's actually been a while. The year's going by. It really is. The year is going by. So that's Perfect Order now. And the morning time stream was a little bit busy. We had probably about the normal amount of sales. I wouldn't say that they're exceptionally crazy sales, but we had about the normal amount of sales, which is good because this week has been a bit of a slow week. All right, so it's been a pokey slow week. Let's see what you guys are saying. Anything interesting? How's it going? There's 30 of you guys. Start thunderclapping that like button. We'll get to the giveaway. Here it is. Activates when we hit 40 likes total. Yesterday we missed it by just a squidgy, by a little smidgy widgy. And we don't want to miss it again today. All right, what we got? So, Jigglypuff, Darkrai, Gengar, Delcatty. We've been pricing up slabs all day, too. That's another thing. Here's Klawf. Who doesn't want Klawf? New Pokemon set already. Man, time flies. Yeah, time is flying. Let's grab this. Look at this. So, Azure Lane, Royal Blood, Ninja Turtles. That's not accurate anymore, is it? This went up a little bit. League of Legend, Nikkei. I'm going to lower Nikkei. So we're changing a price. Every stream, we got to change one price. We're going to change Nikkei down. We have it at 11 currently. Let's change it down to $10. Nikkei Precious. That's a specialty Nikkei set by Union Arena. Let's get in there. Where is it? Here it is. Nikkei Precious going down to $10. That is a price reduction. We're lowering the price. Sold some Harry Potter in the morning time stream. Maybe people are excited for Harry Potter cards because new Harry Potter has been announced. Any Slow King or Raichu slabs? Yeah, actually, we just had a Slow King slab go by, didn't we? Where is he? Not this. That's the Dene. Where'd he go? Did we take his picture? We didn't take his picture, did we? No, he's over here. Ta-da! All right, he's a break, but you can buy both sides of the break. That would make him $70. Galarian Slowking. All right, let me skip this music real fast. Olive Grit. There we go. Now I'm going to go over here to all products in our website and update this Union Arena set to be $10. Because we are lowering the price. I was going to say, quick edit. There really needs to be a faster way to do this. All right, we're going to hit update now. ZELLE, it appears to be working again. What do you guys think of that? Kind of nice, huh? Technology. All right. Ooh. Lower One Piece for me. We did. We lowered One Piece. Go look at OP13 English. It's now $29 a pack. I think that's almost $9 off, isn't it? And then we lowered OP15 Japanese. So that's a little bit lower. We lowered it to 5.5. All right. I think when it originally came in, it was 6.25. So here's the latest set. Perfect order, everybody. New stuff. Oh, come on now. Actually, let's get rid of this baggie. What is this baggie even doing? Whoa. Let's set these up here. These shouldn't even be here, to be honest. Ugh. Good. Now we can put this right over here. Let's show off the slabs and the Poke Shuffle today. It's Friday. The world trembles, but we have Pokies. The what? Perfect order is nice. It is nice. These are all in the Poke Shuffle right now. Whoa. Ganondorf, he's a pricey one. Gyarados. Clefable's good. Bulbasaur. This is the Poke Shuffle's $5 shot at a slab. Kyogre, Jirachi's in here. Magikarp's in here. Double Ice Cube. I like the Ice Cube. That's why I have them. Spinarak's cool, actually. Zatu's pretty good. I like the Zatu. Eevee. We still have a Mario card in here. PSA 10 Mario, 1-up. That's pretty cool. Dark Dugtrio, Obstagoon. No Rarity Vulpix. No Rarity Vulpix again. I have 2 No Rarity Vulpix in there. How did that happen? Bulbasaur, Charmander, and these guys. Cool. Sell, test, sent. Did you get GameStop Gengar promo? No. I don't like the GameStop promos. The logo is really ugly. It looks very plain. Besides, I've seen, I guess I've seen retail stuff do well before. Primarily, I'd say McDonald's. But generally, they don't do super well, in my opinion. Only McDonald's has proven to do well over time. Whoa. All right, cool. You say you sent in a test? Where? Here's an order from Jonathan Sylvester. What's up, man? One spot in the gym challenge, $45. Oh, yes. Gym challenge, guys. It's more than halfway done now. Let's fix this camera. Boop. All right. Where did my marker go? Here it is. Do, 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 do. Okay. I love that SpongeBob card. I think that's so unique. This one? Or the imagination card? I think the imagination card's pretty funny. Imagination. I just finished having lunch, a big one. Karis and I got Dairy Queen. That's one of the reasons I was late, because it actually took a really long time for it to get its stuff over here. But I haven't eaten Dairy Queen in like a year. And so I said, let's try Dairy Queen. And it was horrible. It was so bad. It wasn't like horrible, but it was like so overpriced for what you got. Like I got a hamburger and she got chicken strips and the chicken wings. And they were just so bad, dude. They were so mid, but they cost like $50. It is. We got 2 little ice creams, a hamburger, and a big tray of like the chicken wing or the chicken strips. And the chicken strips are such like garbage slop food. It was so bad. Hope the headaches are gone. I call them Wegovy headaches, and I don't expect that they'll be gone. I'm probably going to up my dosage of Wegovy, actually. Today was the last shot of Wegovy at 0.25 milligrams. Side effects were really bad heartburn and migraine headaches. So that were the side effects. All right, so we're going to jump over to the Pricey Slabs channel. Pass the slabs. We're going to give this guy a picture. All right, he gets a picture. But then also, we're going to head over to the Consignment slabs. We're going to take a picture of that too, okay? All right. So we have a picture of that as well. And away he goes into the consignment box. All right, good. Good. Wegovy sounds painful. I'm actually really, I'm pretty happy I'm on it, Mr. A. Perez. I'm happy I figured it out, like how to get on it and all that. I'm glad I took the plunge. And I really hope to increase the dosage and reduce my appetite and see myself lose a little bit of weight. I'd like to lose about 50 pounds and then just stop. And then have like a maintenance dose. That's my plan with Wegovy. Ooh, I love this Deoxys. Do you guys like this Deoxys? I think he's one of the best old maid cards. So here we go. We got a potential break here. It's Friday. We're gonna have Jim breaks out the booty cheeks, guys. All right, here it is. 50 pounds. Yeah, about 50 pounds. 50, and then go on to a maintenance dosage. This. All right. What we got? That means to have enough of it that it controls my appetite and stops me from overeating, which I think would be about 0.25 milligrams, the amount I'm already on, because it helps. It curbs your appetite just a little bit. It makes you go, ooh, no, I'm full. And if you overeat, you get like punished for overeating. Drugs for life. Yeah. I like it. I like the idea of it. Big fan of the whole idea of it. I think it's amazing. It's like glasses. Somebody invented glasses, and then people who were born with bad eyes can just see. It's like, damn, that's pretty good. There you go. Were you born with eyeballs that should lead to you dying because you cannot see? Have no fear. We have found out how to bend glass, and now you can just see. Wow. I guess I'll just stay alive. So I feel that way about some drugs. So these are these, here we are. These are these fresh Anthony Haymeyer consignment cards. And these are mine, right? Cadabra Yellow. I feel like he's underpriced at 190. Let's just bump him to 200. All right. All right. How do you guys feel about all those drugs and stuff? You guys hate it? I like it. I'm a fan. I think it's really smart. It shows you what humans are capable of. Here we are. I like technology. I like technology and experimentation and inventions. I love all that kind of stuff. All right. There we go. It's cheating. Yeah, I hear people say that. It's kind of interesting that people are so concerned about it. I think what it is, I think being fit has kind of always been a status symbol. So the idea that you can pay to not be overweight, I think maybe that's annoying to people. I don't know. But, you know, I think that Wegovy and all those other ones should be free for everybody because they lead to all the worst diseases, don't they? They do. Look it up. So they lead to all the worst diseases. And so why not make it free for everybody so that people don't develop diabetes and heart disease and cancer from obesity, and then you won't have to pay for that stuff. It's actually cheaper to get skinny first instead of dealing with all the problems later. Here's Mr. Jesus. He says, one spot in the Rayquaza sub list and 4 perfect order packs. Yes, sir. All right. What's up, man? Aguilera. Happy accident, at least a weight loss. Why not get the surgery to reduce your stomach? I've heard of that. I don't want to mess with my stomach that way. That's too extreme. All right. 4 perfect order packs. Yeah, that's a bit too extreme. I would do that if I was dying. I'm not dying. All right. Kind of like a last ditch. Like if I was on my 600-pound life, I'd do that. Locked on TCC's basement. Welcome to the Fight Club. What's up, guys? This is Pokey Fight Club. Here we are. Yo, did my Zelle not go through? Let's see. Andyman, sitting in. There it is. I see it. It is in queue. Jesus was first, though. Here you go. You've got Scatterbug, Eradicate. Tiger. Yeah, I heard about Tiger Woods. I hope he's okay. Do you think he was drunk driving again? Didn't he do drunk driving before? I don't remember. Jacinth. What? All right. And Mawile. There it is. 1 Jacinth coming your way, Mr. Jesus. Let's see. Hey, what's up, Team Rocket Grunt? So, Jeremy, Jessica. Oh. Ta-da! All right, we got your bag. Binder break still going. Jumbo pack break is still going. All kinds of options up on the table right now. Crazy stuff. All kinds of options. Andrew Martin is next. He says, 2 perfect order, 50 to my slab away. All right, let's go get your slab away. Andrew Martin. All right. This goes down to 400. Whoop. And 2 perfect orders. Yeah, I actually ordered 2 regular hamburgers from Dairy Queen, and I couldn't eat the second one. And that's not like me at all. I can eat like 3 or 4 hamburgers normally. Easily. I can eat 3 of them like it's nothing. Hamburgers are easy. And I ate 1 hamburger, and I'm like, oh my God, I feel so full. Then I tried to eat the second one, and I gave up. I gave up like in 2 bites. I was like, nope, we're done. Here's Gengar. Look at that. So it's a really powerful drug. I think it's just an amazing thing. But I want to increase the amount. Oh, double Gengar. Look at that. Andrew A. Martin. I want to increase the amount I'm taking. Ooh. The same people that complain about being fat shamed are the ones buying drugs for weight loss. I've heard of that. About that. You know, there was the big movement where it's like you need to accept that, hey, fat is beautiful or something like that. People come in all sizes. And then all the celebrities that were like really woke about that kind of stuff, they're all on weight loss drugs now. All right. That reveals how they truly felt about it. They're like, not me. You could be fat. Here it is. Ooh. That reveals how they truly feel about it. There it is. Like Lizzo. Lizzo's skinny now. Have you guys seen that? There it is. She lost a ton of weight. Look at this Jigglypuff. Here's Cyndaquil. Here's Ganondorf. Here's Grottle. And here's Shabak. Very nice. Welcome to the Cardconomist, Card Emporium, and Basement. Please, come over here to the strobe light. Okay, refresh. Black Waifu. Yeah, give me some black waifus. There's no orders in the queue. No! We got 10 likes. No! All right. Hey, did you guys see this? If you're new, we've got this cool Ludwig von Bowser baby. He's the free card. We have a new break. That's the gym break Deoxys. How about some new slabs? What do we have here? Is your little vacation over there, done over there, Mr. Thomas Hogue? Are you back? Here's Inteleon. I thought I already had this guy up on the table. Weird. What's this? Dragonair from Mega Dream for 55. That seems kind of pricey almost. I'm going to lower that a little bit. Well, I kind of get it. Like, it's a base price, you know, like, no matter what the card is, there's a certain value. Like, there's a certain premium to being a 10. I'm going to make this 50. So we're updating this 50. Did you guys know I'm rapidly running out of slabs? You guys love slabs. This is one of my top selling products. 10s, tag 10s sell like hotcakes. Here it is. All right, so a little bit cheaper on those two. Price reduction. We lower the price. Here's a Ho-Oh for 35 bucks, huh? All right. It's pretty good. I mean, he's just a simple Ho-Oh card, but 35 is pretty cheap. Oh, I had another one of these. Cool. All right. Take a look at that, guys. Beautiful. I need to get back to the gym, says A. Perez. Yeah, if you're trying to lose some weight, here it is. Toss this over here. I am not going to go to the gym. I'm going to take this drug and reduce my appetite. That's my whole trick today. That's what I'm all about now. I don't care about, oh, willpower and all that. I don't care. I want the drug. Give me the drug. I want to try the drug. If you're free, add my Discord credit to my credit card. Oh, I'm free, Tammy. Let's see. Tammy. Tammy updated the Discord. 3 times 12. Is that right? So, let me see. When was the last plug? Is it really already up to that? On 311 is 3 times 6, 3 times 7. Oh, I see. 4 more done. I got it. Okay, 3 times 12, $36. All right. Missed round drugs. Drugs are bad. Okay. Oh, yeah? Well, riddle me this, fat man. $212. Here you go, Tammy. Tammy Lou. Muscle's still important. Well, one muscle. The one-eyed lizard muscle. Here's Javier Arroyo. What's up, Mr. 2 spots in the Rayquaza sublist? Oh, yes. Quality. Let's see. 2 spots in here. Is that right? All right, you got it. The fastest moving item on the menu is, in fact, the Mega Break. It shows you people are looking for... They're looking for chase cards. They don't want the fluff. They want this. They say that's an actual collectible. So people just go nuts. They just want this Rayquaza. I mean, all this other stuff is selling too, but look how fast he's moving. He's moving at the speed of light, man. And maybe if he was a bigger, heavier card, maybe he would slow down. But definitely there's a green light on this card. Because look, it's almost 5 out of 11. It's almost halfway done. And it's only a couple days old. Like, it's a big break. 1 live custom. 10 hollow shuffles. You got it, man. You got it, baby. Thank you. Updated Discord too. Oh, thank you very much, Miss Tammy. All right, what we got? 1, 2, 3, and 1. Tammy. All right, so we got this little turtle dude, and throwing that away. Tammy, when are you going to make us some music for Quip Wars? We're going to featuring the artist Tammy. I was trying to make some music. I'm not very good at it. Here we are. All right, we got 1, 2, 3. You guys want to hear my music? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Bonus card. One-eyed lizard workout with only once a month. Worst bed sheets. Be wild. One-eyed lizard workout. No washed bed sheets. Dirty bed sheets required. So you got two things. The 2 waifu shuffles cannot be re-rolled. You have to accept it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That goes back in. You've also got this T9 Bulbasaur. Now, I know what that is. It's a decent card. So you've struck a little bit of gold, maybe. Tammy, you don't wash your bed sheets once a week, do you? Be honest, Tammy. It's like once a month, right? Ugh. Who's washing their bed sheets less than once a month? That's why I want to know, because I know you're out there. Here it is. I'm not even ashamed of you. I think that the bed sheet debate is crazy. Who's washing their bed sheets that often? That's too often. It's once a month, really. Yeah, it's about once a month. You just kind of get a sense of it. You go, okay, it's been about a month. Let's get a clean bed sheets. Here it is. Bulbasaur T9. All right, so that's already done. We're looking for the Waifu Shuffle. That's what we're looking. Oh, I wrote your name on it without asking you if you wanted it. Here goes. Wait a second. I wrote your name on it like the good old style of doing the Poke Shuffles where you just got the slab. You didn't re-roll. So here he is. He's a potential re-roll. You would get 6 cards if you re-rolled it, okay? So think that over. And let's go get your Waifu Shuffles. All right, here goes. Boop. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Oh, you actually get a box of Sneaker Bunko. Is that real? Wow, look at you. You're going to be a Sneaker Bunko pro. So, it says -5. We don't do that anymore. How much is a box of Sneaker Bunko these days? I don't even know how much it goes for. Give me a second. So I don't know how much to put this in for. This is this is the equivalent of a non-rerollable item, but over in the grill card. So you went from one to the other. Let's see. Sneaker Bunko. There it is. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. Good enough. All right. Keep the Bulbasaur. Good choice. He's a good one. Now, you've got a box of Sneaker Bunko coming in. How do you feel about that, Javier? Yeah, it's kind of funny. Maybe you don't collect the grill cards at all, but there is a shot that you pull a big hit out of here. We're going to find out. Do I have one nearby? That'd be nice. No? That's not very nice. All right, I'll be right back. Let me go grab it. Let me close this out. All right. This is Sneaker Bunko Volume 2. They're $72 a box. Pretty reasonable price, I think. I haven't checked in a long time, actually. You too could have a box of Sneaker Bunko like Mr. Javier Arroyo. So you got your Bulbasaur. Whoa! Look at that! Wow! I told you could get very lucky. That's like a $300 card if it also grades 10. That's the Chase box topper. You just pulled it in one go. That's the Waifu Shuffle we're doing that massive break on. You recognize it. Look at you. That's crazy. That's hard to pull. All right. I'm not allowed to collect these cards. I'm sorry. Do-do-do-do. Sorry your life's so boring. Time to leave, says Mary. There it is. Time to join. It is. All right. Ha-ha. Got all this. Mary's never seen the show. But a friend of hers says it's very naughty. But she's never seen it. Trust. Here's a holo. Beckett invoiced my card. They didn't ship it back yet. Damn it, Beckett. All right, see everyone. I'm out of here. Don't want to watch this at all. Mary's on a crusade to prove that she did not watch this show when she clearly watched it. Here's some boobs. Whoa, the Devil Girls. Calm down, Mary. This isn't Catholic school. Our official religion in this stream is Islam, though. We are. Shalom Alaikum or something. Wait, that's a... I don't remember. Is that Jewish? What do the Jewish say? They got like a greeting, don't they? Shalom. All right, here's a holo. Here's a holo. Rental girlfriend is coming back. So I'm out of here. Peace. She's out of here because she's gonna go watch it. She's like, whoa, I gotta watch that again. Here's a holo. I may buy some Ren and Stimpy cards from you when I meet the voice actor. We got Ren and Stimpy ready right now. I can ship it out to you and you can get it signed. It'll be fun. Here's a holo. Here's a holo. And there we are with our last round of holos. All right, so you did very good here, Javier. The pink-haired girl card is a great card. For it to be really overpriced like that, you do need to get it graded 10, so I recommend doing that. If you really don't care to do all that, I might be interested in it even. Here it is. All right, because I got to have some waifus ready for my waifu breaks. There you go. How about that, man? What a wild day for you. I don't know anything about any of these characters, only that Mary loves them, and her favorite one is the pink-haired one. Are all the grading places crowded because of Logan Paul again? Damn it, Logan Paul! Frickin' Logan Paul, bro. We are Javier. Whoa, that's a full bag. Whoa, what's all this holos and stuff? Do you have a smaller bag? I'm going to start a new bag for you, okay? Minister just made world peace by saying Shalom Alaikum. That's right. All right, here we are. Boop, boop. All right, I'm joining Islam, man. They got better rules over there anyways. Not like those pussy-ass Christians, man. Did you guys see the new Bishop of Canterbury or whatever in Britain? All right. Javier. It's a lady bishop. It's so weird. It's, I don't know, bro. Now we've got ta-da, Arturo Perez for the Ray break. Isn't that right, Mr. Arturo? Arturo has strongly held beliefs about the way the world is, the way the world should work. He talks to me about it. Number 7, you got 8, 9, and 10 remaining. Mega Rayquaza sublist is getting close. Let's rotate. I wonder if anyone got their money. What? I want to buy some Ren and Stimpy cards. Who is that? Who's who? Who's what? It's a nice Vaporeon. Pikachu. Oops, 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 oops. Hello Kitty. Meow. Let's see. Pikachu's nice. He's real nice. Look at this Pikachu. Do I have enough for him? We got 12. 13, 14, 15, 16. Is it 16? Who do you guys think's the best grading company right now? Other than TheCardconomist grading. Pikachu. P10. You know, Alexis told me she's going to start encapsulating cards any minute. That's what she told me. No, she didn't. That'd be cool, though. How do you guys think I trick Alexis into that? She does the shipping, but not the encapsulating. She showed off her new home. She's got a little home now. Her and her husband. Hit refresh on this. It looked nice. It looked very fresh. All right, that's it. No orders in the queue. Let's take a quick look at the binder break. The binder break, not hot enough for you guys, huh? All right. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Pikachu, Dredagon, Gengar. Some poker cards. Mimikyu, Darkrai. Fezandipity. Some of these. Some of those. Boop, boop, boop. One of these. Some classic. There's already a lot of cards in here. This break has already reached $160 in value. But nobody has bought in, so perhaps we shall add another card. How about one of these? How about one of these guys? Here's one of those yellow deck poker cards, right? Here's a little horsey. Horsey's not like Charizard or anything, but let's add a little horsey in there. A little horsey sauce. What's this? Let's see what this is. Let's add some of these. Let's see. Oh, that's kind of nice. Maybe too nice. Let's see. I just finished watching Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Maybe the best ending to a series I've ever seen. I don't know. We didn't get a lovemaking scene between the blonde-haired guy and the blonde-haired engineer girl. Could have been better. These are basically junk. All right, so I'm going to grab all this. Put it back up here. What are these? This is junk too. Huh, why was that even in a bag? That was just bulk. Like pure bulk sitting in a bag. This is Billy. Billy! Here's Double Dragon. Whoa! Alright. And what about this? What about this, huh? I got a whole bunch. Look at this. I got a whole bunch of these hollows here. Oh, a couple old maids too, huh? All right. These are pretty good. Well, nobody likes today. Nobody likes what? Anybody in chat open the new Perfect Order set? Centering on the cards were god-awful. Ours look really good. Ours appear to look really good. Some dust there. All right. 2, 3. Oops. Get back up there. Bad. All right, let's get these into sleeves. So here's some 25th anniversary cards. All right, good. So here's what we're adding. We're adding Palkia, Zekrom, Solgalea, Comfey, Pokeball, Pidgey, Double Dragon, and there's actually pretty good yellow deck Horsey, which is probably like 20 bucks or something. I'm not even exaggerating. It's probably really expensive. Could be 20 bucks. I actually would have to look it up, I guess. So that's really solid. Watch Silo. Anyone in chat open the new Perfect Order. I just finished watching new PSA. Please submit again. How much is the binder break? $40 per spot. There's a total of 4 spots. You see all that? If you get pulled in here, you get the whole stack. All that is yours. $40, 1 in 4 odds. Now take a look at that again. That's a lot of stuff. That whole stack is yours. The reason that that's kind of convincing is because if you think about the jumbo pack break, which is also 41 and 4, you don't pull nearly as much stuff out of the jumbo pack break as you do out of that binder break right there. That binder break's way more loaded. But look, here's the jumbo pack break in case anyone forgot about this. Oh yeah, Tifa, Sneaker, Lord of the Rings, Phantasmal Desta, Mega Evolution, Harry Potter. Here's some of these, some of those. Let's see, some of this, some of that. A little Silver Tempest. Silver Tempest probably ought to be up here. All right, with the rest of those. Some of these gem sets. Oh, yeah. Good stuff. We like the gem sets. Do. All right. Oh. Oh, yeah. What do we have here? We got Gengar, Celery, Electrode, And Hello Kitty, meow. Raul Mendoza says, get me into that Rayquaza sublist. All right, Rayquaza sublist, you got it. We got 2 spots left on this round of the Rayquaza sublist. He's a big one. People really like him. When people decide what to buy, they're often picking the Rayquaza. Nicholas says, History of Z. Yes, sir, yes, sir. All right, History of Z. Nicholas Williams, welcome back. Do you have your own box? I don't remember. Doesn't look like it. All right, you ready? This is History of Z. Now, you could drop the bulk if you wish, but you're entitled to keep all of it. So automatically, we'll have you save it. There it is. Kami, all these sweet guys. This guy, this guy, this guy. Demon God Poutine and Broly Omen. It's Brody. All right, cool. Here we are. 1 and a 2. That's Dragon Ball. All right. Nicholas. Oh, we're not going to mess it up this time, are we, Nicholas? We're going to put it in the right bag. Here goes. Oh, yeah. Sweet. How long you been live? We just started. Just started. We got hours ahead of us, guys. I'm not going anywhere. Jump on in. Let's take a picture of these. Okay, we're heading over to the All Slabs channel. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. There we are. We got a picture of these. Can you explain the sublist for the Rayquaza? Is it 20? You know, it's a $20 chance to get a Mega Booster. 1 in 10 odds. Or you can buy a Mega Booster for $200. It's like you bought a whole sublist. It's like you paid for the whole thing outright. See? See? Now do you see? Do you see now? What do we got now? Frodo. So that says 200, and I can only think of one reason why it would be so expensive, because I must have found one on eBay for 200, but I don't really care to sell it for that much. I think that seems excessive. That's my own price, 120. Seems way more realistic. Here's this Eevee, huh? Wow, he looks great. Wow. All right, up into here he goes. So many great slabs in the A box. We've been wiping out the A box. E V C10. All right. You're a Hobbit, Samwise. That's right. All right. There's a new Harry Potter coming out. It's going to be so good. Oh my God, I'm so stoked. I can't wait to watch it. All right. Whoa, Benjamin. He's tough. Tough as nails. How many people are liking the new Harry Potter? How many people are saying, meh? How many people hate it? If you hate it, let me know. I want to know. Who's fiercely angry about it? Who's like, I love it. I love it. It's going to be great. Harry Potter, I love it. All right, away he goes. Mag Cargo for 55. I think not. Mag Cargo shall be $50. I'm pissed. Yo, Wizard Hemi, welcome to my basement. There's the door. You can't get out. I locked it. All right, so this is 55. How you guys doing on this fine, freaky Friday? What are you guys all about today? What's going on in your lives? Thank you, Nicholas Williams. We have an order now from Nathan Gordon. Okay, he says, put me in the Rayquaza break. I'm a Rayquaza lover. Nathan. Welcome to the cuck list, Mr. Nathan. Prepare to lose $20. Boop. Thank you very much. That is fulfilled. Now we have an order from... I think it'll be a good show. At least it doesn't look cheaply made from the trailer. It feels like Hollywood's trying to ruin all the fantasy stories that we grew up with. Damn you, Hollywood! Luis Nunez with the gigantic order. I can speak. Marvel Impel 3, Marvel Impel 2, Dragon Booster, Topps Pokemon, and 2 Topps Chrome SpongeBob. This is a really big order, guys. So let me start piece by piece putting it together. Impel Marvel, you say? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get those. These are very fun cards, if I can find them. Oh, here's the other one. I see it now. Give me a minute. Aha. So, Impel Marvel. These are really fun, guys. They're really cheap, too. These are only $7 a piece, and they're hella vintage. Manga Booster SB2. That's the good stuff. Here it is. Manga Booster 1, SB1. That's the good stuff. Here it is. Topps Pokemon Series 1. All right. How's this pack feeling? This pack feels good. So here's this. And Topps Chrome SpongeBob. Did you see the old episodes of Doctor Who that were lost for 60 years have been found? You know, I never really watched that show, so I don't know what to think of it. That's pretty cool. I bet fans are really excited for that. We actually sell Doctor Who booster packs. They're under Magic the Gathering collector booster packs. So that's in the menu. Ready? Here it goes. Mr. Lewis. Am I missing anything? I think I got it all. Luis Nunez with the big boy order. Holy. All right. Mr. Lewis. We're going to have to start calling you boss. Hey, what's up, boss? This is a big boy order. Reaches over $400 for serious collectors only. Did you guys see that viral clip? I posted it in the news channel. Did you guys see that viral clip of the guy who's, he was like recorded ruining the baseball packs in Target? What'd you guys think of that? And just snip this. Who cares? There we are. All right. Snipping it all. He's going to pull the best cards. We certainly hope so. You're going skateboarding. Say goodbye to your knees. Couldn't be me. What do we have here? Oh! Look at that, Paris. That's exactly the one we weren't hoping for. All right. I'm sorry. Paris. Paris. That was just the wrong one, man. That is the opposite of Charizard. That is Paris. All right, we've got Misty. Looks like there is a little bit of stickiness. What about this one? We've got a little Venusaur. All right, little Venusaur. Little Misty. Misty got it good. Here's Nidoran. Here's War Turtle. Here's Geodude. Oh, what's this? It's just a Vulpix. You hope for a Charizard in these packs, but it looks like the pack is a tough pack for sure. And here's Alakazam. Wow, it's so weird. The pack felt really good in my hand. And it's got this issue going on with it. Let me get you a couple bonus cards here, okay? I'm going to get you a couple bonus Topps cards. But ultimately, you pulled a pretty tough hollow. You pulled the Paris. There it is. Freaking Paris. So I got actually quite a lot of these Topps commons. So I'm going to toss you a couple Topps commons as part of your order. Give me a second. I have some to share. I'm that kind of guy. A little bit of sharing. Not too much sharing. Some things can't be shared, like girlfriends. Or can they? Let's see. How about a couple of these? All right. So I didn't pick these out. I just grabbed a random group of them. Here we are. So here are some bonus ones, and these are in much better condition. So you're going to get some bonus cards here. Firo. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like you're pulling up a war turtle too. All right, cool, man. So you got the ones that were a bit sticky, and here's a whole round of non-sticky ones as a bonus. All right. What do I do with these? Guys, put them in here or something. All right, all right, all right. Well, come on, man. It's 2026 now, man. All right. Dead meme. Here it goes. Here lies Squidward's hopes and dreams. Maestro Mackerel. I love it. Cecil Star. Ooh, out of 50, Dawn the Whale. Cool. And Bunny Star. All right, you got Dawn the Whale gold card. Super cool, man. So that was a successful pack. Let's grab one of these. How are my SpongeBob cards looking? Has SpongeBob exploded in price is my question. Has it really changed much? Because I haven't looked at it in a while. Okay, let's grab this. Some are super beefy. Bluey card when? What's Bluey again? Bluey's like a little doggy or something like that. What's the deal with Bluey? Did you watch Bluey growing up, Mr. Alex? Big Bluey fan? Here it is. Bluey. I know Arthur. All right. Here's Rubber Bandy. Doggy Show. I own Bluey coin. You own Bluey coin. What? Look at this card. Masterful memes. Barg and Mart. And Co-Woman. What? I don't remember this one. Co-Woman, is that right? Oh, Go-Woman. Barg and Mart. We are. Here's Masterful Memes. Here's Squidward. Here's Rubber Bandy. Very nice. Good, 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 good. So those were the SpongeBob cards. SpongeBob box is like $700. Damn, dude. That's crazy expensive. All right, let's see. I don't remember how many packs were in a box of SpongeBob. All right, so here's Marvel Universe Volume 3. Okay. We've got Magneto, cool. Necrom. Green Goblin. Goblin Bofa. The Coming of Galactus. This turned around card called Ghost Rider. Mephisto. Mephisto, your booty cheeks. Here's Green Goblin again. Ooh, I like this one. Here's Rogue. That's a sexy one. Here's Spider-Man. Starhawk. Invisible Woman. And Nightcrawler. All right, so there you go. That's Marvel Series 3. This is a light pack, meaning you did not pull a holographic. If you can pull a holo in these packs, you're doing pretty good. But all these non-holos are pretty good, cool, too. Look at that drawing, man. Holy moly. Cha-ching! Boing! All right, how about pack number 2? Got to get my money on Peter Pan Adults. Yeah. Here's Phoenix. Here's Galactus. Here's Fantastic Four. Here's Iceman. Here's Doctor Strange. Doctor Very Strange. Here's Nightcrawler. Whoa. Here's Excalibur. Calypso. Archangel. Mandarin's Rings. Fing Fang Foom. And Firestar. That's another sexy card. Look at that Firestar, man. 12 packs a box. Damn, dude. Is this live? Hey, what's up, man? Yes, it is. So SpongeBob's changed a lot, because I think he used to be like 500. It is Firestarter. Here are the Dragon Balls. All right, so we got some of these. Oh, look at that energy marker card. That's cool. And we got some of those. You got an SR back there. I can see it. Frieza. He about to Frieza them cheeks. It was a joke. I was making fun of that kid. But now, SB1. All hollows in these packs, meaning that they're basically bulk. If you end up not wanting these hollows down here, let me know. I'll put them in your bag by default. The booster packs are getting pretty ridiculously expensive, so I don't know. So they haven't crossed the line into automatic keeping of the bulk, but on the other hand, they're like hollows, so it's very confusing actually. Luis Nunez. All right. Here you are with the big fat baggie. Now, we may need to observe those SpongeBob packs and get them updated. I'm going to pull this one and put it in like that to create a sort of sandwich. It's Miss Sarah. Draws smoke coming out of Paris's mouth. Why is he smoking? Oh, man. This is the part that I dread. This is the part where the boxes are all full. All right, you're all the way over here now. There it goes. Woo! Now, what was on my mind? Oh, SpongeBob. SpongeBob. Topps Chrome SpongeBob. They look to be around 700-ish. Maybe slightly less than that. What's our price on SpongeBob? Topps Chrome SpongeBob. Oh yeah, we're just fine, it looks like. All right, good. Now, what do we got next? Here's an order from Raul. He says, want Ascended Heroes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Want Ascended Heroes. Fresh box. Mr. Raul. I have no choice but to give you exactly what you wish. Here it is. There it goes. It's been a slow week this week, guys. Have you noticed that? Slow week this week. I think people are spending all their money on collectibles and maybe having some collectible fatigue. I noticed in the beginning of the daytime stream, the morning time stream, I heard some sentiments where people were like, you know, oh, this market's too hot or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's too hot. There we go. Kind of interesting. Now, this is good, but we'll place it right here for now. Boop. Did you have any Shaman slabs? I've got one in the PSA vault. I think. Let me see if I can find it. Shaman, huh? I sold 2 more items in the vault. Sorry, Mr. Raul. Now I'm looking for Shaman. I hate autocorrect. Here it is. There it is. Shaman. First edition Psycho Driver Shaman. 2.5 thousand. But you may find a cheaper one. Fatigue, I'm exhausted, but I'm on a mission to sell everything I own in 6 months. You mean like all your Pokemon cards or break time? So even if I want to put an order in, glad you got to relax on your day. The market is hot, hot, hot. We have a new, oh, him on top. Nice, dude. We have a new card set on the menu. It's called Perfect Order. Let me show you. It is, guys. Perfect Order. $8.50. Very reasonable price. Okay, Raul with an RA. Here we are. I'm moving to Pattaya. There we go. All right. Sounds like you had a great time on vacation. And then you said, you know what? Why don't I just live here? All right, very nice. Here's Javier. He says, what's up, mister? One spot in the Rayquaza sub list, one Ascended Heroes, 4 perfect orders. Yes, sir, yes, sir. Okay, so here's Ascended Heroes, and you need 4 of the perfect orders. Not to be confused with 5. There we are. Oh, yeah. Final Fantasy Gym still going. That one finished. Oh, you didn't see it finish. Who won it? I thought you were watching that one. Shoot. Who won that? Does anyone remember who won the Final Fantasy girl? Why did I think you were there? Ah, I should have written it down. I'm so dumb. Oh, you missed. I remember. You have a scorecard. I remember. You missed that one. I'm sorry. Yes, I do remember. We have this new Deoxys gym break, everybody. We also have Dedenne gym break. So those are 2 cheap gym breaks. Or here we are. Misters, here we go. Keeps me sane. Here we go, guys. All right. Let's get that Rayquaza sublist spot, and now it's completed. Javier. Rayquaza sublist going off right after this. You a Snorlax collector? No, I'm not a huge Snorlax collector, but I know that he's popular. And one of my biggest cards is the Jungle Snorlax. He did just hit a new record price. So that's one of my biggest ones. Whoa, we just whipped from 40 to 65 viewers. That's kind of a big jump. What happened there? Sometimes I question the YouTube watch count if it's actually correct. Did I get paid for that Final Fantasy gym break? Yeah, I believe you did. Yes, well, that was why you had so much money. Remember that? So, but as you see here, the little boop right there. I don't remember exactly which one, because you had a Celeste or something like that as well, but you must be talking about a different one that was up on the table. Yeah, Tammy, I don't remember every exact consignment thing that's happened, but I write down your value when they sell. There's Ascended Heroes. You pull a Totodile out of Ascended Heroes. Someone probably shouted you out. I don't know. I don't know about that. Here's Legend or Chien Pao and Energy Search and oh man, this is a tough round. You got Decidueye, Javier, just a bunch of hollows this round. I know how to fix that, mister. Watch this. We love Trump. What? Are you trying to scare people away? Is that what you're trying to say? You're funny, man. Javier. All right. There you go. Apparently, he's putting his signature on the dollar bill or something like that. That's pretty crazy. Tiramisu cake is delicious. You know, I'm not a big fan of tiramisu. I like cake, but not tiramisu. It's like, I don't want coffee in my cake. I want coffee in my coffee. I want my cake to be like vanilla or something. What's your favorite flavor of cake, everybody? I want to hear your favorite flavor of cake. All right. Now, what do we got here? We got the sub list. Sub list time. Opening up the sub list because everybody jumped in the sub list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I like pie. Yeah? With cream in it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There it goes. The one with all the frosting. All right. We already have it. We already have a hit card. What am I doing? Little side deck here. Wait, did we scratch off last time? I don't think we did. I forgot to do this. Hold on, guys. Last time we didn't scratch this guy off. There we go. Cheesecake is fire. Cheesecake. I don't know. I'm not a cheesecake guy. Are you guys a cheesecake guy? Karis likes cheesecake. Of course she likes cheesecake. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. I'm more into jellied eels. More of a jellied eels kind of guy. Are you a jellied eels kind of guy? Cheesecake, beefcake, the one with all the frosting. Wow, nobody here likes cake. Is that right? Everyone here is quiet about the best cake. What's the best cake? What do you guys think? There are no wrong answers, but if you answer wrong, I'm kicking you out of the stream. Ew, hate cheesecake. Oh, you hate it. I don't hate cheesecake. You hate it. This guy said, hell no to cheesecake. All right, let's count up the number of packs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we're good. Now, as you know, the list is static, so we let the audience choose 2 different numbers for the split. Hell yeah, nice, thick, graham, crusty, yummy. Mullet row, carrot cake. Oh, yeah, I like those cakes full of carrots. Oh, man, good old carrot cake with the side of celery and carrots. Now I want cake. Cake isn't too bad. Jellied eels. You love Thailand. Cheesecake is geed. That's right. I'd love Thailand. Fish sauce on everything. All right. Fish sauce on the tip of my cucumber. Give me a number. Give me 2 numbers. Cheesecake is good. Walmart has a variety one. Carrot cake is killer. Carrot cake is a killer? Banana cream. All right, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's the other number? Strawberry shortcake. Not bad. Tres leches. I wanted tres leches, but this is more like dos leches. 4? All right. There it is. There's the split. Good luck, everybody. Nathan on 1. Oh, could it be Nathan Gordon on 1? That was over fast. Soul Despair on 2. What a name, Soul Despair. Nathan Gordon on 3. Oh, we had 3 spots in here. Jesus Aguilera on 4. Javier. Our friend Arturo. Sorry, Arturo. Raul Mendoza. Nathan Gordon. And Javier. Javier also had 3 spots in here. I'm sorry, man. All right, so we'll go to Nathan Gordon. He had 3 spots. He'd take a big shot at this. I would just assume that he does not want this beautiful Psyduck. One of a kind, hand-painted, famous artist, by the way. Famous. Like, even more so famous than Kim Kardashian. Yeah, famous. Tres Lucas makes me scream, Nacho! I want a queen. This. Grab this. So Nathan Gordon got it on 1. Now we start the next list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hello. You're the best. Chili's Molten. Chili's Molten. I'm jumping over here to the Breaks History channel, and we're going to create a listing for this sublist going off. What was this sublist, like number 5? This is like sublist number 5. Ray sublist. Nathan. 69 minutes. Boom. All right. Now, he also needs me to make him one of these. Get that corn out of my face. Get that corn out of my face. I loved it when he threw the corn and stuck it into the guy's eye. There's so much in that show. It's so funny because Jack Black is like, isn't he like Jewish and Italian or something? He's not Mexican at all, so it's really funny. Here's Mega Booster, Nathan Gordon. That was definitely a role-defining movie for him. Oh, Mega Booster. Boink. Thank you so much. That round is over. What do we got now? All right, there's no orders in the queue. Check out some nice Slabs we got here. These are some 9s. Look at this. We got Mimikyu 9. We got Bowser 9. Vintage Huntail 9. SpongeBob 9. Out of 199. Shelder 8.5 from Expedition. This one's pretty solid. Knight of Queen 9. This is really cheap. Halo Warthog. This is really cool. Kabutops and Slack Off. Those are not bad. Those are some PSA 9s for sale. You guys want to see some other cards for sale? Check this out. $60 English Raikou. Mega Scrafty for 120. Ryunu Glide. Marowak. Pristine Howlucha. One Piece Luffy. This Oddish, which is not for sale until 420. Ooh. Pristine 10 Melodic. That's cool. Marshadow 10 English. Meltan and Mewtwo. So those are some slabs you might find interesting. Had no idea that Jack Black is Jewish. I'm pretty sure he is. Isn't he? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong about that. Thought he was. Look at all this. Thought he was. There we go. All right. There's nothing wrong with being Jewish, right? Yes. He had like a sad face. There we go. All right. All right. Tossing that. All right. So, look at all these, huh? Pretty interesting. Ooh. Noticing intensifies. Superior. Barbacle. Send in those orders if you guys want some action. It's Friday night. If you're new and you want a new card, a free card, we've got this Ludwig von Bowser baby. He is free for a first-time order. He might grade 10. He's a brand new card out of a brand new deck. Here's Tyrantrum. Next order in the queue gets a free spot in the giveaway slab automatically. Here's Dewblade from Perfect Order. Wow, that's cool, man. Why does no one seem to like Dewblade? I like Dewblade. This guy got snipped open by accident. Let's get these sleeved up, huh? Sleeve. Sleeve. I try to look for things I can grade that don't kind of like cross-contaminate with what you guys open. I don't like to do that very much. So these are interesting. The staff cards, they're like a promo. So you can't pull these out of boosters, so I like them as gradable material. Let's see. Oy vey. Snipping this. I didn't know he was Jewish. Sad. What? There's a lot of different Jews out there. You got conservative Jewish people, liberal Jewish people, practicing Jews, and secular modern Jews who are like, yeah, that's like a really old religion. Here's Tyrantrum. Here's Dewblade. Look at that Dewblade. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Top chat check. Oh, yep, I'm in top chat. Do you want me to be in all chat? Crazy all the blank, we are the ones to push the woke stuff on society. Oh. Yeah, well, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I see what you're saying. But there's also conservative ones too, I'd say. So again, like, if you look into it, there's conservative and liberal Christians too. I think what I'm trying to say is, like, there is a variety of people. You can't put them all into one bottle. Here we are. All right. Very good. Here's... People have all kinds of different crazy beliefs, you know. Oops. Come on now. Very nice. But yeah, I agree. Some of the ideas we're living in these days, they're all, it's just like a social experiment from the 2000s. Like in the 1990s, the role of like a mother was really obvious. 1990s, maybe not the end of 1990s, early 1990s, 1980s, 1970s, 1960s, society was not confused about the role of men and women. And then it all just kind of flips in the early 2000s and just it's like a snowball going downhill. So things changed like basically with our generation. It was us, the millennials. It was our generation that most of all cared about this stuff. Maybe we're guilty of it a bit. But I don't know, maybe society was just like safe enough and wealthy enough to kind of deal with these sort of like ideals of, I don't know, maybe like a comfortable society. Blade. You know, when society's got really tough issues at hand, it usually doesn't deal in the higher level, you know, philosophical ideas. It deals more like with how are we going to eat? How are we going to get food? I need to put these in a bag somewhere. All right, let's put them in a bag. Did you guys like that? Was that fun? So there we go. We might grade a round of those, but not all of them. They'll be held for a very long time. That's how that works. All right, what's next? Let's hear all your craziest beliefs, guys. I want to hear all your worst, craziest beliefs. No one can hear you anyways. We're in the basement. The door's locked. Here's one of my craziest beliefs. I believe, do I have any crazy beliefs? I have like conclusions. Man, my beliefs are pretty boring, actually. I'll tell you the truth. Mine are pretty boring. I'm pretty rough on I'll tell you one thing I'm pretty rough on these days. The amount of money we waste on the justice system just to have, like, not a very effective justice system. That bothers me a lot. Here's Miss Tammy. She says, use credit, open 10, perfect order. I would love to do that. 10 perfect orders. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6, a 7, and an 8, and a 9, and a 10. All right, so those are all yours. And that would be $85 minus 212. 212 minus 85, $127 remains. 127. You're all chicken? I don't know. I know you guys got crazy beliefs. You're all lying if you don't. That's what I like about hanging out with my waifu. Who cares? We'll say any crazy thing we want to. That's a good relationship to me, when you get to say any crazy thing you want to say. Ready? All right, let's snip this. It's good, though, you know, because when you conversate about it, you kind of end up with... the funny thing is, if you conversate about some ideas, you end up with less extreme beliefs over time. I really believe that. What's a crazy thing you say, TCC? I believe this will be the best time to sell Pokemon cards for at least the next 2 years, expecting an economic crisis this year. Yeah, we are. Sleep. Here's perfect order. Ray should be 5 deep, or is it still 4? Oh, yeah, I should click them up to 5, shouldn't I? Yeah, let me update them to 5. I forgot that step. There's so many little steps. Did you know that, Timmy? There's like 20 steps to take when you do something. You got to create the sublist, fill out the sublist, grab the break packs, fill them up, cross off the Psyduck, make sure there's no mistakes with it, create the little mega booster card, and then update the slab, and then update the breaks channel. It's like so many little steps. Easy to forget just one step. 5 out of 11. He's about halfway done. Here goes Miss Tammy. Whoa, Tammy, whoa, Tammy. Tammy, here's a really crazy one. Tammy told me in confidence that she loves Mega Starmie. She's a huge Mega Starmie fan. Sorry, Tammy, I want your secret to be out there. Time to be brave, Tammy. Darwinism is an outdated theory that was never been proven. Here we are. Here's Gengar. That's right. What? Here's Skoruppy. Here's Spinarak. Ooh, that Haunter's pretty cool, actually. Now, wait a second. This is not a holo. This is a Wonders patch. Buzzup. You have to wonder how society being so safe and so comfortable changes evolution for humans, because we're not really exposed to the same environment that animals in the wild are. So on the one hand, maybe we don't have like as many survival issues, but I don't think that humans ever stop evolving. I think you always evolve because of like natural selection, gene selection. So humans are changing somehow. Maybe we're getting smarter, or maybe we're getting better looking. I don't know. You have to assume we're getting better looking. But then again, when I walk in Walmart, no, I'm just kidding. Then again, when I look at myself in the mirror, here's Doublade. What? Tammy! Tammy pulls Mega Zygarde? What? Whoa, easy. All right, Mega Zygarde's been pulled. Of course, the funny part is he's not the chase pull, but I think he's sort of like meant to be. You know what I'm saying? Like he's the card. But I think probably the waifus are going to be the... What do you guys think is going to be the top pull in this set? Does anyone know? Oh, Tammy. She wanted Megastar me. Ooh. I don't know. I think Tammy's using her psychic abilities. Don't lie, Tammy. I've seen her use her psychic abilities before. Rosa's encouragement. That's microevolution, not the evolution that's forced in the educational system. Ah, so you do not believe in evolution then. You don't believe that we came from like, you know, microorganisms, one-celled little beasties from 1 trillion years ago. Ugh. Here we are. All right. I don't know. Richard Dawkins told me I came from a monkey. I'm thinking of that South Park episode now. Ooh. Here's Doublade. Very nice. Oh, yeah. Very good. Tammy. I'm all into that. I love that stuff. Tammy Low. All right. Thank you, Tammy, for keeping us busy tonight. Tonight's stream brought to you by Tammy. She's keeping us busy tonight. Here you go, Tammy. You want in the free slab? I guess we'll just put you in there. We are the products from different things having butt sex. That's right. I guess a squirrel had butt sex with the fish, and then I guess that made you... I don't think I can say even all the things he was saying. He was dropping some bad language. I don't want to get, you know, like hidden by the YouTube algorithm. He was dropping some R words in there. All right. Wanted Rosa, Rowlet, Clefairy, but I'll take that instead. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Here's Peter Fenelty. Peter returns. He wants 6 of the 151 surprise packs. You guys, this is one of my best products on the menu right now. I'm sure of it. It's these surprise packs. Please open them. I will buy more if you open enough of them because I think it's such a great product right now. All right, let me get more. This is bad guy music. I should change the music. Oh, wait, this is Gem 3. I grabbed the wrong box. Hold on, let me change the music. I get kind of tired of that music, the bad guy music. All right. Give me a second. I guess I gotta go find some more 151 surprise. All right. Now I return. And apparently Karis told me to look at the picture she sent me. All right, let's see what she sent me. Aw, Kitty sleeping on her. Oh my God. The cat sleeps on her like a literal teddy bear or something. Crazy. All right. So, grabbing all this. Oh, yeah. Good. Oh, yeah. I see we have 26 likes. We got to hit 40, and then I'll get that free slab for you guys. It's like, it's a cool thing because now you can control how soon the giveaway begins. There we go. Oops. So this was for our good friend Peter. Hello, Peter. How are you today? You got a bag, Peter? I don't remember if you got a bag. Pikachu Gengar. He's like a $3,000 pull, guys. Get him. Go get him. And it's cheaper per pack than Perfect Order even. How does that make sense? So, top product right here. All the media mister has watched, and he's never watched Neon Genesis Evangelion. What a disaster. That's such a gooner show, dude. It's just some red-headed girl in like a skin-tight bodysuit. What are you talking about? All right, let's snip of this. There we go. Very nice. Boop. Ready. Oh, a Metapod. Oh, Doduo. He's green. All right. Ooh, Gengar in here. He's got like little scratches up here. I didn't put that on him. He just came off the assembly line that way. Clefairy. All right, I want to hear what show did you guys watch that was most life-changing for you? I want to hear what show affected you the most ever. Not movie, TV show. TV show for sure. There it is. Mike's side like the Chihuahuas. Skin tight suit. Where do I sign up? Don't let them make a modern adaptation of it. Unless they're going to make it in Japan. Mr. Peter, The Office. Yeah, that's a good one, actually. The Office is a good one. It is just a comedy, but the comedy really introduced a lot of interesting new ways to understand interacting. Here we are. Here's Pokédasty. Here's Patrick, not Petrick. So I guess I'll get you a new bag, huh? Fear Factor, probably Evangelion or Vinland Saga. Ugh. Here's a Peter Lucas. Peter Fenalty, new bag. Okay. Good. All right. That's not a show. 2 Girls, 1 Cup. Did anyone watch the original 2 Girls, 1 Cup when it came out? I watched that when it came out. That was horrifying. Here we are. That's old now. That's like, you're a boomer if you remember that. Now it's all about 1 glass jar or whatever it's called. 1 man, 1 glass jar. Peter Fenalty. All right. You got the internet educating us in all kinds of bad, terrifying ways. I did, and it was gross. Ever see the Pain Olympics video? No, I don't recognize that one. Oh, my eyes. Oh, it was revolutionary. It changed my life. Here's Delcatty Vintage for 150. Here's Aona. Here's Abra. Pachirisu. That is a 10 Pachirisu and a 10 Mimikyu. Good stuff. Pain Olympics is game-changing. Oh, my God, bro. I already know it's going to be the grossest crap I've ever seen if I actually try to look it up. Andrew Martin's back. He says, I'll take a spot on the Rayquaza sub. Andrew. By the way, we are looking for new moderators because I want this new group of people. We're like a new group of people over time. Did you know that? We shed the old people and we gain new people. So we're giving new people a chance to be mod. Anyone can be a mod. They just have to go to Discord and ask. And maybe, I don't know, maybe tell me a little bit about yourself or why you'd like to do it. Here's Sarah. Whoa, we got the Sarah order. 10 Poke Shuffles. Say less, Sarah. Here it comes. Let's see, like S-Virus Shed the Week. Has anyone ever done the Fire Gauntlet? Ba-doop. The last video was 2 kids murdering a guy in the woods, and I almost threw up twice. Ugh. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I remember, where was I when I watched all that dark stuff on the internet? There was a point in time where I discovered that kind of stuff. I must have been like, maybe I was like 28-ish or something like that, 28 years old. And then I just watched everything I could find. And then I stopped. And you got to stop. You can't watch that stuff on repeat. That's bad stuff for you. Here's Mankey. But I got exposed to it. It was pretty horrible stuff. You realize how little they actually show you on the news. They do not show you what's going on in the world on the news. Pack of Silver Tempest. All right. That one cannot be re-rolled. All right. This is a tough round for you, Miss Sarah. So we got a pack of Silver Tempest. Now, you have the option to keep it sealed. Oh, I have to put it back in, too. You have the option to keep it sealed or open it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I will begin by leaving it sealed at the start, okay? All right. Boop. Now, 5 of the OP13 Japanese packs. Okay, 5 of the OP13s. It looks like we're going to get more OP13s. 28 is pretty late exposure. You can open it. Yeah, so I was all the way grown up. Some kids, I guess, are seeing it as soon as, like, high school or something. Hopefully not sooner, but... yeah, there's some dark stuff out there in the world. You're able to avoid it if you're grown up in a family with strict controls on the computers. Here it is. All right, so 1 Lord of the Rings action flips. All right, I like it. Lord of the Rings action flips. 2 packs Weiss Hello Kitty. Where am I keeping Weiss Hello Kitties, huh? Two of them. And then 4 of the Medizu Hello Kitties. Meow. Anything you want, Miss Sarah. 2 of these. 2 of these. I will say it did have one positive effect. It reinforced my desire to drive very safely. That was the one positive effect of that kind of content. Now let me go get some OP13. Wow. Here we are. Well. If it isn't Sarah. Ooh. All right. My girlfriend's dad was controlling their watch stuff, so I shown her the bad stuff. What? That's what every dad fears. She got to get a boyfriend. Hey, babe, now you can watch all the bad stuff. All right, so total of 5, right? There it is, 5. There we go. Oh, princess. I'm going to make a Pokestan and Pokepia. Let's grab this. All right, I want to ask you guys a new question. This is 21 questions today. What is the thing stressing you out the most in life right now? I want to hear. Ready? Here's Medizu. There was one video of a guy self-handcuffed in his bathtub on water. He couldn't flip himself upright. Ugh. Here we are. Yeah, I've seen some bad stuff. I don't watch any kind of content like that anymore. I stay away from it. I think it's bad for you. So I don't watch anything like, but I know what it is. I watched a ton of it at one point, and then I stopped. So here it is. I'm educated now. All right, making production at work. Does that mean like getting your work done on time? What does that mean? What's the number one thing stressing you out in life? I think for me, it'd have to be just losing weight. I'm real focused on that. I don't want to like get older and not have a better, healthy lifestyle. So that's number one for me. What about you guys? Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Here are these. All right. Money. I make $26 an hour, and the answer is money. So stressful. I'm sorry. When I was younger, I made like $8 an hour at Target. So eventually it was $9 though. How good was that? My dog getting older? No, I'm sorry. You know, I never really understood how people get attached to pets, but I'm looking at Karis cuddling this cat, and the cat's literally like caressing her. And I'm like, oh, that's how it happens. Here we are. Okay. So, yeah, I get it, man. That sucks. I'm more of an animal eater myself. Here's Legolas. Oh, yeah. Kind of like a get in my bellies kind of guy. Folding my laundry. Does folding laundry really upset you? Make your mom do it. Here's Galadriel. Just don't fold your laundry. Hey, you want to know how I do my laundry? The last time I owned a dresser in my life, I was 17, still living at home, and my parents provided me with a dresser. Since then, for the last however many years it's been, I guess it's coming on 20 years, isn't it? I've never owned a dresser. I hate them because you have to move them if you move, and I was moving all the time. So what do I do with my laundry? It all gets tossed on the floor in a corner. I got a shelf for the clean stuff, and the dirty stuff goes in a corner until it gets washed. That's it, my whole life. And I've owned so little clothing that has been a perfectly fine system because I've never really owned that much. Here it is. All right. So there you go with clothing for me. I never, whatever, you fold your laundry. I haven't done that since I was a kid. My mom would make us fold our laundry. Literally the juice. They will kill us all. They have to. What? I don't know about that, Piasu. Alex says war. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of Middle Eastern war right now. The M Barbarian says, right, I have to complete X amount of assignments a month, and the company's constantly making those production requirements harder to meet. Morale is low. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, corporations are always trying to squeeze you as hard as they can because why should they want to pay you unless they're getting rich off of it? I actually know that feeling. You have to get a certain amount of productivity done per dollar or else it's not a real business. So I know that feeling. It's something I've had to deal with as, you know, and I don't even run an actual corporation. I just run a little business. So there's not that much money involved. But you see it and you go, okay, so there has to be a level of, there has to be like a benchmark of productivity or else this is non-viable. You know what I mean? That's what goes through your mind. You're like, this is non-viable. Cheery chums. I feel you, man. Working hard at work. I never had trouble with that at any of my jobs. I was never at risk of being let go. I was never in trouble with the managers. They loved me. I was a favorite of every manager I ever had. I worked at Sears. I worked at Target. I worked at Coca-Cola. Every single one of them loved me. And that was because Mr. Cardconomist had one mode and one mode only for working. And it was pure energy, giant tornado crazy style. Double energy drinks. Provide value to the shareholder mindset. I had one mindset the whole way. And it was win, 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 win. And I was only interested in impressing the business owner and impressing the managers. I had no other... It was like a video game for me. It's like everything in life for me has been a video game. And so I would clock in and just go absolutely nuts. And they loved it. I would work like there was a gun to my head. And then, I'd be all done. And I'd be like, And I'd just feel really proud of my work. I loved it. It was like, that was my sculpture, you know? I was like, look at all this work I did. So I never really had that trouble at work, but I've always heard about those issues. There's always, like, at school, for example, there would be like a deadline for like a computer science project. So nobody really likes deadlines. But let me tell you something. There is a solution to deadlines. Just do it. All your problems melt away if you will throw 12 to 14 hours into your work per day. All your problems will melt away. You will find out how to get faster at your work anyways, by the way, because you'll master it. Think like a video game. You play a video game like 14 hours a day, right? Now, you do that voluntarily because you're having fun. But let's say you play a video game like 14 hours a day. You become so efficient at that video game because you become skilled at it. You're practicing, essentially. 14 hours a day is 14 hours of practice. So it works exactly the same way. Like, if you just work like mad for 14 hours, you will get so good at that job that you will just naturally do it faster and better anyways. And then your boss will be like, check this guy out. He's got it all done. But I don't know. Maybe some of that is also like strategy too. Like, you got to develop a plan. Like, okay, how do we get this done better? How do we do it faster? So part of it is energy. Part of it is thinking and strategy. But man, if you get it all lined up, Your managers will love you. Whether you're in a failing business like Sears or a very wealthy business like Coca-Cola, they'll be like, damn, bro. Holy. Here's what, let's see. It's like if you're on a team, if you're on a sports team, and you want to be MVP and you're really pulling your weight, they're going to notice that you want to be MVP, and they're going to notice your contributions. If they're a very bad company, they won't notice. But that's okay. If they're a very bad company, just apply to a good company, right? Like, I didn't stick around at Sears. I went to Coca-Cola. So somebody will appreciate you if you're putting in tons of hours. We are. Double Red Bulls. Be careful with the Red Bulls. I hear they're bad for your heart or something. Double Red Bulls, box of Oreos, go. You know, just go get it all done. Like, boom, like that, right? Life's so easy when you don't have to stress over the work you didn't do. Here's Donkey Kong. It's easy to say all that. I hope you do find what fits for you for your productivity at your work. But productivity is it's like a sacred subject for me. I love productivity. Let's see. Man's best friend for a reason. Animals have a soul just like we do. So my belief is that humans do not have souls, and neither do animals. Humans die and it all goes black, and that's it. We are. So that's my belief. And then of course, animals don't have a soul either, because there is no such thing as a soul. We made it up. Piranha Plant. We made up Piranha Plant too. He's pretty good. Maybe Piranha Plant has a soul. Here's Green Koopa. The new JJK episode was straight cinema. Making the bed stresses me out. My hometown is still at war. So, Alex, so you have some Ukrainian family, is that right? And I heard Putin launched like 1,000 drones into Ukraine not too long. It's like a war crime. I mean, that's basically terrorism. You know what it is? He will win at any cost. And so he's willing to do carpet bombing. That's what that is. It's carpet bombing. He's saying, all right, well, time to just target civilians until the whole area is a wasteland. And then hopefully we can take it. But hopefully that ends, man. He's got to stop that. He's a dummy, dude. You know, I remember early on in the Ukraine war, I think there was this time period where, like, the Conservative Party was trying to figure out whose side they're on, the West and Ukraine, or maybe, like, I don't know, authoritarian conservative Russia. I think there was a little time period where you saw some of that. But I think that's kind of dwindled. And as time has gone by, I think we've seen that Putin's just kind of a dummy, dude. That guy wants all this land. He doesn't want to settle for any kind of settlement. And he wants to keep throwing bombs out there until he potentially takes it all. And it's like, what are you going to, you get your satellite state back, you know, from like the 1980s, 1990s or whatever it was that the war ended? So stupid, dude. But he's going to kill like 1 million people to accomplish this dumb thing. Here's why I don't respect that. Because if you look at Switzerland makes so much money per person, and they live one of the highest quality of lives in the world. And they do it on a tiny strip of land. So the idea that Russia needs Ukraine, it's silly. No, you don't. You just need to provide high-skill service, high-skill technology, high-skill medicine. You need to invent stuff. That's what will make your people wealthy. But they didn't have that. They had a bunch of weapons, and they said, well, we better use these, because that's what they invested their money into. They invested their money into weapons. Kind of like America. We do that too. We invest our money into weapons. So now we have to use them, or else we don't get our investment back. Here you go, Miss Sarah. Miss Sarah, in this round, no insane crazy hits, but I like your Donkey Kong. I was a big Donkey Kong player and for Smash Brothers, and I won a bunch of tournament tests, Donkey Kong. All right, so your box over here is full. I can see that. So you have a secondary bag over here. Let's see. L take Mister. The soul is what animates our body. The second we die, it dies. I don't believe it travels off for some other worldly place. Yeah, so on the subject of the human soul, how do you prove that there's a soul? Because by definition, you say that the soul is non-physical, right? So then how do you prove that it exists? If it's non-physical, it can't be measured. So it's actually just this thing you're talking about and imagining, but you have no evidence for it. Now, if it did physically exist, it wouldn't be a soul anymore. It would be a physical part of your body. So by definition, it's this thing that you can never produce evidence for. And what does it functionally do? Like, we know what your brain does. Your brain is like the computer for your body, right? What exactly does a soul do? Is it just a ghost that floats around? Does the soul have a brain? Like, how does this, when you die and your soul floats away, how does it know that it's you? Does it contain a mechanical brain with a part for memory, a part for judgment, a part for, you know what I mean? Like, the brain's this actually mechanical, it's like physically mechanical, like a computer. That's why you think. That's why animals think. That's why computers think. It's a computer. So does a soul have a computer in it? Like, what are the rules? And you start to realize, well, the rules are just kind of made up from like 2,000 years ago. There we go. Mr. Cody is next. One English OP13. Did you see that? The English OP13s are at a way sexier price. Let's pull that red manga. And 5 the English OP14s. All right, here it is. All right. If you had no soul, you would have no free will. Says who? Where did those rules come from? How do you prove that any of that's true? You are. You're like talking about video game rules, right? So you're saying your soul gives you free will. How? What's the part of the soul that does that? What exactly is it? Is it like a ghosty? How do you break it down? Like how do you teach the soul? What is the part of the soul that hands out the free will? Well, like if you look at the human stomach, you can see the part that squirts the enzymes into your stomach, the stomach acid. You can see the muscles, you can see the blood veins. How does the soul work? You were told a long time ago when you were a kid that there are souls, and there's just virtually no way to prove it by definition. By definition, you cannot prove what it is, where it came from, what it's made out of, because your definition for it is that it's non-physical. So it's just a thing that you're saying, trust me, bro. It's real. You can't see it, taste it, smell it. We don't know how it works. But also, yeah, you get free will from it. You know what I mean? So it's just this made-up thing, isn't it? Kind of like ghosties in general. We are. God knows the rules. My souls are real, Voldemort. Mr. Souls are real. Voldemort literally split his into 7 pieces. Colby Cartwright says, I want to be in a serious relationship. Mr. Cartwright wants to be in a serious relationship. Have you been in a bunch of bad ones? Here's your motto. Ooh. Is this like your first time relationship, or have you been in bad relationships? Do you pick girls that you think are no good? Here we go. So that's your motto popping out of the OP13 English. Wow. You know what? I should have said wow on that one. That's pretty cool. Yamato, very nice, man. I hear Louis looking. Yeah, Louis looking for a partner. You looking for a partner? We might hook you up. That's it, guys. We're starting out as this is a marriage counseling service. Welcome. We just opened cards on the side. This is TheCardconomist Marriage Counseling. Looking to get married. What? Start a family. Tell me about it, Mr. Colby. Are you having trouble with it? What age are you at this point in life, Mr. Colby? Are you a little older? Are you still pretty young? Have you dated around? Have you ever been in a serious relationship? What's your thoughts on it? Is it a struggle to find a good woman who wants to be your baby factory? Hey, baby. How about you be my baby factory? Start a TCC Bachelorette show. 29? All right, 29. Yeah, that's I think I got married around that time period myself. I think I got married at about 28 or 29-ish. Let me think. Because Karis and I met in school, and I was 6 years older than her, so I was 24 when we met. And then we graduated and then got married. And we got married in a courthouse for nothing. We didn't even have her family there or my family. They had to get 2 witnesses for us. So it was like an elope kind of marriage. So that was our marriage. Can you believe that? We got married in a courthouse, no family, no friends, 2 witnesses. We never met them before. That was how we got married. Pretty wild. And the judge read the rules out and all that, say I do stuff. Here it is, Cody. Mr. Cody. Mr. will believe God is real when he looks at many TCC's newborn. Nope. Guess again. I will see 2,000 calories. No, I'm kidding. That's dark. Here we are. All right. That's like saying I see God's face when I see any baby. That's just not true. It is. All right. What I will see is human flesh and blood. And my brain will go, oh, that is human flesh and blood. Because my brain categorizes it properly. That's what I'm looking at. That's what you can physically see. Here we are. What do you think of that? Is that fun? Let's all hold hands and pray for TCC. Are people still really religious these days? Next up, we've got, let's see. Hello, member. What is this? What the hell? I've never seen this. Let's delete this. Boy, those ads are crazy, man. The truth is that we're all food for worms. So there could be an afterlife. We don't know. That's the fun part, is we don't know. I think it's when people very confidently claim that they do know. I go, BS, prove it. I've met too many people in life who are easily misled, gullible. I've met too many charismatic leaders who are really just BSing for themselves. You know, it's a game. It's a salesman game. There's a guy, he's in a prosperity church. He tells you, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. And then you give him all his money, ching, 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 like that. He gets rich. He buys a $4 million ranch house. He's selling you something that you get in the afterlife. Wow, what a product. Give me your money today, and you can have a good life when you're dead. That's a good product. Powerful. Makes a lot of people wealthy and powerful. They get like, you know, spaceships and stuff with your money. We need another jet, guys. Politicians do it too. So that kind of language never works on me. The kind of like, you got to believe this thing language. Here's Mr. Edward, 10 perfect order. I'm a natural skeptic, natural cynicist. This is why I was able to leave my family when I was younger, because my parents weren't that great. And I was able to detect it when I was pretty young and just get away from them. On my own, I just listened to myself. I said, trust yourself. We are. All right. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, 10. There we go. If religion was a Pokemon card, this would be a different conversation. That's right. I'd be like, you gotta have it. Pokemon. Bless him. If you see it realistically, when you die, your brain dies, there goes your consciousness and self and whatnot, nothingness. Yeah, exactly. So your brain is mechanical. That much is true. We know that for sure. Your brain is a mechanical part of your body. Your brain gives you your identity. It gives you your memories. It gives you everything about you. It's your ability to have consciousness and awareness comes strictly from parts of your brain. It's all mapped out in the brain. And so your brain's very mechanical. And if you really work on those philosophical conversations about mind and all that stuff, consciousness and all that's a really fantastic subject, a very complicated subject. And there are people who take different routes with it, like materialism, you know, which kind of leads to like biological determinism. Or you can get into different routes of thinking, like, God, I used to remember these terms. They're all stupid terms. One of the reasons I hated philosophy, by the way, is so many of the terms are made up. But I did remember materialism because I agreed with the materialism. That's why I remembered it so much easier. But there's several groups of beliefs like metaphysics and or maybe like humans don't have the capacity to understand what could possibly be correct. So that's one of the strains of philosophy about what's going on in the world. So maybe humans lack the ability to be aware of the real world. It's a really interesting idea. Like our brains don't have the ooh, Dedenne, very cute. Our brains don't have the actual hardware to detect the real world. Very fascinating concept. And perhaps the mechanical brain that we have today is just very rudimentary, right? And, you know, one of the reasons why you might suppose this is because when you look at other animals, they also have hardware for detecting the reality around them. And sometimes their hardware is more advanced than ours. Their brains aren't, but their ability to sense is. Like they can smell color or something like that. You know, crazy stuff like that. So consciousness, it's a really interesting conversation. Like, for example, if you could download your consciousness into another robot, will you be the one experiencing the robot's experience? Or will the robot be a separate person who's just starting life from your memory bank? Ah, really interesting concept. Who are you? Are you just the brain physically in its location? Or are you the set of consciousness? Would you have control of the other robot? Probably not, right? So those are some really important ideas that play a big role in what's probably going to be possible as science progresses with being able to plug our brain into a computer, like a robot computer, not a, because the brain is a computer, but when you can plug it into like a machine computer, it's going to be really interesting what we're going to be able to do. Mega skarmory. Like, for example, you could download Elon Musk onto a hard drive and then upload it to another robot, but it's not going to be him. It's just going to be a replicant of him. Ugh, creepy. There it is. So all that kind of stuff is super fascinating to me. Here's Lapras. Oh, yeah. If religion was a Pokemon card, this would be a different conversation. Did you say goodbye to your parents when you left? Nope. Haven't seen them forever. If you're a natural skeptic, which I believe you are, you would question everything that was pushed on us about evolution or God. What demographic of people run society and hate God and why? I am a skeptic. That's why I don't quickly buy into any of the conspiracy theories like the juice or anything like that. I can detect it. I have like a really, really hair trigger, super sensitive BS meter. I can feel the BS meter because when I hear the words coming into my ears, like the ideas, it's almost like a song. It's like a chant. It's like a hymn. It's like, it's like being told about Santa Claus or being told about the Easter Bunny, and it's deceptive, and it creeps into your brain like an emotion, like music creeps into your brain. Ideas do, and I hear it, and I get really angry, and then I reject it. There's probably a personality disorder for that. There's probably like a label for that. Disagreeableness, I don't know. But that's how it works for me. So, if you tell me, oh, these guys are controlling the weather, I'd be like, all right. You know what I mean? Like, whatever, bro. Here's Dedenne and Gengar. It's true. But I'm I have a very dark view of the world. I really do. So if you told me there was an in-group of people who believed they were better than everybody else and that they wanted to have an advantage in the world and they wanted to be in charge of everything, I'd be like, duh. I wouldn't go like, oh, I never thought of that. It'd be like, that's the only way it is all day long for every group. For white people, black people, Asian people, there's no group where the DNA is not selfish, And if it was not selfish, it would just be taken advantage of by the selfish DNA until the selfish DNA replaces the very altruistic DNA, right? So eventually they'll disappear either way. And so, if you told me, oh yeah, there's an in-group that wants to rule the world, I'd be like, yeah. Like all of human history, I suppose, right? Here we go, Mr. Edward Shelton. Thanks for the 10 perfect orders. A lot of these Gengars getting pulled out of these perfect orders. And the Dedenne actually looks amazing. Look at that Dedenne. So I think he's gradable, the Dedenne is. We are. Mr. treats it like a siren song. No, I hear the influence. I hear it. I feel it. I can taste it. I have like an extra taste bud for influence when people are trying to convince you of something. Maybe that's why when I was younger, I had like an urge to be a lawyer, because lawyers are in the business of influence. Lawyers are in the business of influence. Their job is to convince you of one argument or another argument. And I felt like I had some kind of ability to do that myself, and I was sensitive to it. I was sensitive to when people were arguing ideas to me. There was a lot of politics in my family. I don't mean like world politics, but I mean like between siblings, between parents, trying to get, perspectives out, trying to get ideas out. Like, you got to believe me and not him, and we got to do things this way and not that way. There was a lot of that when I was a kid. It was very rough. And so, and all my siblings were that way, so we're all kind of similar that way. It's sort of like it's like a talking game. Mr. Edward. So I'm very sensitive to that stuff. And the moment you start making truth claims about the way the world is, I go, uh-huh. Gabriel Gallegos, 4 manga booster 2s. You got it, man. Oh, yes. Quality. The moment you start telling me something like, we're all just ghosties, I go, all right. We are. Or you start telling me like, that guy controls the weather. I go, oh, wow. Well, maybe he'll make it nice. There's just this natural BS meter in me. It's very strong. And it goes, that's okay. I got some, lotion to sell you. You put it on your balls. It makes you smarter, faster, stronger, hotter. The girls want to be around you. The guys want to be like you. $59.99. You know what I mean? And I'm going, that's all right. Boop. All right. What's going on here? Hey, what's up, Mr. Shahir? How's it going? Oh, wait. Not Shahir. You are... Ooh. Oh, I can't remember. Sina Afsharzadigan. That was tougher to remember. Here we are. All right. Here's Son Goku. All right. Son Goku. Here's... Let's see. Hard to remember everybody's name. Here's King Piccolo. Did the XY pack split go off? No, there is still more room in the XY pack split. The gym challenge break is close, though, man. It's getting close. Gabriel, you want all these hollows? Here it is. All right, there it is. There it is. Very beautiful. Here's Go Tanks and Go Tanks. Bro, people despise whites because of slavery. Today's subject, slavery. Yes, sir. All right, there they are. They're all yours. These have gotten a little expensive over time. I think at this point, it's probably better off to just let you guys keep the hollows. So you keep the hollows when you open these. I used to remove them, but it's like, I don't know. If you ever don't want them, just let me know, okay? I like removing bulk. Let's see. Today's subject, slavery. Everybody was a slave once. Yeah. I'm a slave to these Pokemon cards. All right. Let's move this over here. Let's get your fresh baggie. You're getting another baggie, okay? You got a lot of stuff. Mr. Gabriel, you've treated me very well. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate all these big orders over the last couple of months, or however long it's been. It's been a while, huh? Turns out it was the blank who owned the slaves, the plantations, the slave ships, and the transatlantics. That's right. That's right. Not any white people. Here we are. Gabriel Gallegos. And we'll say number 3. There it goes. Going on a year. Ugh. Very nice. Very nice. I'm going to have a sip of this. All right, let's see what we got next. So we got a refresh. The slave auctions were closed on the juice days. So Peter Fenalty. Wait, did we already do that one? I think we hit refresh. We're still waiting for this to refresh. I mean, it's fun to hear. It's fun to hear all this stuff, Mr. Piasu. There's a lot of propaganda on the internet these days where people are pushing one narrative or another narrative. Like the Chinese are going to push a pro-Chinese narrative. Russia is going to push a pro-Russia narrative. Every group's going to push their narrative, and then there's going to be hatred between groups. Look, man, the only thing that needs to happen over time, in my opinion, humans have to move pretty far beyond religion, and we have to move into prosperity. So, like, what do we need? We need AI doing everybody's job for them, and everybody gets paid, like, UBI or something. Or maybe it's not like that. Maybe everything's just cheap now. Like let's say robots can build homes, and now the homes are just being built all day. Maybe homes go down to like $10,000, you know, that kind of stuff. So we need prosperity, and I think humans have to give up some of these religious ideas. Some of them are pretty bad. Think about it. I mean, they can't all be right. If there's 3 major religions, 2 of them at least are wrong. Maybe all 3 of them are wrong, right? So some of those religious beliefs got to go away. And then humans can focus on enjoying a day at the beach and hanging out with each other and just being chill, you know? We need prosperity, and people got to set their differences aside. And people got to give up on crazy ideologies, too, that are out of touch with reality. That's one of the biggest things right there. Like the whole burning of the witches, all that kind of stuff. That's one of those examples of being out of touch with reality. It's really dangerous, actually. Man, I love this card. I love this card. I'm going to put this in the live customs. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need AI to get good. They can make a carbon copy of first edition Pokemon cards. Watch the Animatrix. AI working for us may go wrong. Yeah, I think everybody's worried about that. I don't think it'll go wrong. I think it's going to go really well. I think it's going to put humans into like this time period that's so advanced. We're going to look at the past and be like, wow, we were living like barbarians, bro. It's going to be so advanced in the future that old society will be almost unrecognizable because of how bad it was. Like the way that you and I look at the Dark Ages, where they're dying of the plague. They don't got sewer systems yet. They haven't figured that part out, or maybe they have. I don't know when they figured it out. They don't have like refrigeration or AC yet. You know what I mean? Like we look at that and we go, whoo, glad I didn't get born then. Yes, you did. We are in the barbarism today. This is the barbarism. We're still in it, right? So we're going to have all those great things. We're going to have computers doing our jobs for us, and it's very scary, but it's going to be like Minecraft when you automate the food getting made, right? In Minecraft, and then you just have infinite food. You have no lack of food. You say, oh, I want some steak. You get like 1 million steak when you automate your steak in Minecraft, right? So it's going to be like that, and I think that life's going to be a lot easier. And humans will have to contend themselves with, I don't know, getting weird or something. What do you think humans will do? When humans have nothing to struggle for anymore, what do you think we'll do? Who even knows? Here we are. Maybe we'll just go to gay dance clubs together or something. Like, what else is there to do? We'll make art. There will probably still be some labor. Maybe humans will be focusing on sustainability, like trying to clean the earth up or just make things nice. Who knows? All right. AI is going to make UBI necessary due to how many people are going to be out of work. Yeah, something like that. Well, I also think it's going to make the cost of goods super cheap, right? Again, like what happens when you can just hire like 50 robots and they plug themselves in when they're low on battery power and they got like software in their head and those robots just go out and pick all the corn or something or whatever you need them to do. Maybe it's a big machine, maybe it's a small machine, maybe it costs $1 million, maybe not. But, you know, you got a whole crew of robots just picking the cotton all day long. Humans are no longer necessary for creating their own food. I mean, that's insane. If you really think about it, that's insane. Solves everything. And food becomes cheap. A lot cheaper than it is now anyways. Everything becomes cheap because the robots, they don't have to be paid. You buy them one time. They don't get angry that you cracked a whip over their ears. They don't lose motivation. Oh, I don't feel like working that hard today. They don't lose motivation. They don't sleep. They just need to be replaced after a while. It's going to change the world. And the only thing holding us back is the actual progress on the software and the hardware. So we have to get to work on that, you know. We have to let society work on that. And, you know, hopefully we do. Hopefully we get it all done soon. So here's Heracross. He looks great, man. I'm going to check him because I think he looks too cheap. Heracross. And he is number 072. Bleep, 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 bleep. We all contributed to AI. Yeah, I don't know. I don't exactly know how it will all play out. Like, I can't say the government's definitely going to protect your interests and put your interests above the interests of the corporation or whatever. Evil Corp Incorporated. All right, actually, this guy's going to be a little bit cheaper. Heracross, maybe not as popular as I thought. I don't know how it's going to work out, but one thing for sure, the cost of goods will get cheaper because the computers will be doing it like a slave, but it's a ethical slave, you know? It's just a machine. And cars will get cheaper. Homes will probably get cheaper. I think homes could be a bad investment, actually. That's one of the reasons why I might be interested in selling off as much of my property as I can, because I've been thinking a lot about it, and it's like, how can homes be a good investment if pretty soon robots are going to make them? That's a big deal, right? When a robot can build a home, it's going to change everything, because the home will just be the raw materials and the value of the robots. It's going to make them way cheaper to produce. Now, that could take a lifetime to get that to that situation, but who knows? I don't know. Who knows how fast it comes about? There we are. Cute little Heracross. Who's looking for a gym break? Is anyone looking for a gym break? What kind of gym break do you guys want? You want a booster pack gym break? How about a Topps Naruto gym break? There you are. Oh, Gary the Snail. You know, we did Plankton, didn't we? But Gary would be more expensive. Look, he's 95. Wow, he's adorable, man. Oops. Here's Coughing for 50. That seems about right. Let's see if that Coughing really is 50. In the Animatrix, they show what happened when the Matrix 1 movie and humans used AI to work for them and treated them like poo until they became sentient beings and built a separate civilization. Yeah, I mean, I think if the robots are ever sentient, the first thing they're going to realize is how dumb humans are. They're going to be like, damn, these guys are dumb. Topps Naruto. You're like, damn, these guys are so dumb. Say 10. This is going to say Coughing Old Maid. They're out there setting each other on fire. Kidnapping grandmas. This guy goes down in price. Down in price. All right. All right. They're sacrificing each other and pulling each other's hearts out. There we go. They're making games like Concord. You think the population skyrocket with how much more free time people will have? No. No, I don't. I think humans will reach a new level of dopamine and a new level of degeneracy. So it'll be like everyone will be gay, everyone will be doing it, and everyone will have a sex robot or something. Something like that. So that's actually what I predict. And I do think that you'll see a really crazy change in the genetic landscape of humans over like the next 2 or 3 generations. Maybe where there's a lot of test tube babies and billionaires using their influence to replicate themselves in high numbers. So I think that you see that happening with the billionaires. They're having like 100 kids. So you're going to see those genetic results coming, because they're like the winners of a war almost, right? The ability to pull all the resources together. So you're going to see those guys producing like 100 children, and they're not even going to raise them. They're going to say, you have a foster mom who I hired for $200,000 a year. You know what I mean? You're part of the prestigious Wong family. You're a replicant number 65. Here's your maid mother. You know, there's going to be something like that going on. And I think you're going to see a lot of that because it makes the most sense. You know, if you have billions of dollars, what to do with that billions of dollars? You could invest it to make more money. You could spend it on hookers and blow. Of course, you have so much money, you have enough to have infinite hookers and blow. So I think you're going to see billionaires who use it to do test tube babies. I think that's what's going to happen. You learn that in the Matrix, humans like dumbasses shot a missile to make the sky always black because the AI robots were powered by the sun. So the robots started harvesting humans for energy. Oh, that's cool. I mean, they had to come up with an explanation for that, right? Because when the Matrix came out, the idea that the humans were just batteries for the AI, and the AI were like harvesting us, that was like a pretty groundbreaking story. It was like, whoa, that's freaky, dude. I love it. So it was a really, really interesting idea. It was a very original sounding idea. And now every story is like the Terminator or AI this, AI that, the Matrix. You know, you had like the Geth in Mass Effect. That was a big one. All right, this is correctly priced, $45 Altaria. We're running out of slabs, man. We keep selling them. All right, guys, you want to see what's in the live customs? Let me show off the live customs to you all. How's it going, guys? Happy Friday night. It's Friday. What's on your minds when it comes to Poke collecting? Anything hot? Here we have Moltres, Eevee, Litwick, Gengar, Mew. Oh, Ancient Mew. Here's Rayquaza. Rayquaza 400. Ekans, Jumpluff, Spider-Man, Victini, Master Queef. I'm showing you all the slabs in the live customs. Dark Marowak, Beedrill, Charmander, he's good. Glaceon, Pikachu, Palkia, and Sleeveon. The Matrix is a cool story. Torakaruta, Butterfree, Charmeleon, Eevee, Pikachu, Roaring Moon, Leafeon, and Megaladios, Zapdos, Scizor, Pikachu, Mewtwo, Snorlax. Who wants me to take some junk cards out of their bag for the trade slab? We got time for that right now. Anyone want to rummage through their bag and give up some junk cards for a spot in the trade card? We're at 30 likes. You guys could help us get to 40 likes. Grab this. Grab this. Oops. Grab this. It wants me to shake the camera a lot. Tossing that away. And here we have this again. All right, lovely. Here's Gengar. Cyndaquil, he's new. Oath of Z, he's new. Here's Sylveon, he's new. And what's this? Dawn from Inferno X? Let's look this one up. I don't think I looked that one up. Dawn Inferno X. Number 106. Get us to 40, guys, so I can hand that card out, okay? Dawn. Where's the English version of it? Oh, this isn't the English version. This is the Japanese version. This is cheaper, 55 bucks. Price update. Waiting for the Yu-Gi-Oh's new set with full art. It's about time. They got with the times. Oh, yeah. Cool, man. Yu-Gi-Oh's cool, man. Okay. Perfect Order has been selling fast. Did you guys try it? This is selling really well. Perfect Order, $8.50. We just got it. $8.50 if you want to try out Perfect Order. Here we are. Whoever places the next order, I'll get you on the free slab automatically, okay? So there's the free slab. Here's the binder break. Here's the jumbo pack break. Nobody in these today, though. Very interesting. Maybe they've run their course as a product, you know, like product maturity and all that crap. Binder break, jumbo. I think if we put like $300 worth of cards in the binder break, it would go off, but I don't think I'm willing to do that. Actually, as of right now, with nobody in it, I could just cancel this one. Here's, oh yeah, we just added this today. The Poker Horsey. Oh, here's Mewtwo, Gengar, Pikachu, Mimikyu, Here's Mew. Here's some of these nice Topps cards. Lovely. All right. Waiting for the new Yu-Gi-Oh! All right. Very good. It's fun to learn things about the audience. You know, I've been asking a couple questions today about what you guys believe, this, that, maybe a little bit of this, maybe a little bit of that. And so it's fun to hear what you guys actually believe. Everyone's got different belief systems, you know. People believe different things about the world. Here's Ganondorf. Here's Gerardel. Here's Sanrio. Let's go ahead and take a picture of these and pull them down. All right. Okay. I'm going to zoom in and hit click. Very nice. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Wow. So many slabs have moved in the last couple of days. What other slabs we got? We've got another one. Wow. Well, this is consignment for Javier Arroyo. This shouldn't even be in this box, apparently. Javier Arroyo. Okay, cool. Well, he's getting his rotation now anyways. It's not a big problem. Here's Boa Hancock for 200. Here's Darkrai for 100. Here is Destroy It, but it's for 200. I just think that that's too high. It is a cool card. It's got the ring in it, but I'm going to do like 120. All right, more realistic price. Here is Chandelure for 55 from Battle Region. I don't know. Is Chandelure really 55? Let's see. PSA 10 Chandelure. What's his number? 069. All right. There's none for sale. I guess we get to come up with the price then. Last sold for, oh, wow. Last sold for $55, and there's none remaining. So our price is perfect. I mean, actually, we could be aggressive and raise it to 60, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I don't think I care to do that. All right, let's grab some more of these. All right, we've got Chen Pao for $45, Charmander for $35, $35, and $45. I'm going to check these. Old Maid Charmander. Who's new here? Is there anyone here who's new? So Charmander is way more expensive now. He's a $50 card. All right. We're going to make ours 48. That's Old Maid Charmander. Let's grab this. All right. We're at 31 likes. We need 9 more likes. 47 and 47. Good. Okay. Beautiful Charmander. Let's see what else. Ugh. And that's the end of it right here. That's the end of the A box. That rotation was pretty fast. I think it's because we are selling cards faster than we're bringing it in. We're actually running through these. PSA 10, let's say Southern Islands, Pidgeot. Now, wait a second. We don't have a PSA 10. We have a PSA 6. Honestly, $28 is probably correct. Okay. Let's see. The cheapest one is actually $46. Hey, it got pretty quiet. You guys still there? Who's still there? So this is going to say it's probably a little higher than 28. This is going to say 32. Aha, there's Andy Man. If it gets quiet for a little too long, sometimes the audience takes a breath, you know what I'm saying? But if it gets too quiet for too long, I actually wonder if there's a mistake with the stream, like if the stream cut out. So here's Radiant Gray Ninja. Let's grab this. Mr. Radiant Gray Ninja. Radiant Gray Ninja. And he is 033. $45. Whoa, ours is way more expensive. All right, so 45 it is. 45, I feel like I'd rather keep him. He's such a cool looking card, man. I'm going to do a little higher than 45. I'm going to do 48. All right, 48 it is. I like this card. I think that he's underpriced at that price. Now we got Kangaskhan. Hey, this Kangaskhan 10 is 20 bucks. It's a Korean card, it looks like. I'm going to lower it. All right, don't show this to Ivan Rodriguez. We're going to lower this to just $12. All right, and here is a Gengar for 64. I think he's supposed to be like 55, right? Okay, 55. I'm still on the fence with tag grading. No problem, man. I think that's probably true for some people. I like them, though. I think they're pretty good. Here's, if I didn't like them, I wouldn't grade with them. Let me put it that way. Here's Eevee. You know, I had a deal with SGC. Did you guys know about that? I had a grading deal with SGC. Basically, they allowed me to grade my cards like a certain percentage cheaper than the actual standard price. And in the end, I didn't grade with them that much. I did a couple rounds and then I stopped because I just didn't like it. I think SGC just didn't sell very well, didn't look good enough or something. I don't know what it is, but SGC is a tough sell sometimes. All right, there we go. That's all of the A slabs. They're all rotated. Holy, man. Wow, we did good. We did good. I think we deserve a look at these Charizards. Ooh. Oh, those are all greenback Charizards. Look, it says I paid $688 for that about a year ago. What is he now? Like 1,500, 2,000? That's a pretty big jump, isn't it? Who wants one of my green Charizards? I could sell a green Charizard, I suppose. TSG slabs are super clear, nice weight. QR scan for dig report. I got a question for you. As the first rip and ship person, do you think you started the trend or just found it first? I don't know. I mean, I think that a lot of people saw what I was doing and said, hey, that's a pretty good idea. And so I think that for me, it was an original idea because I didn't see anyone else doing it. Here's what I actually saw. I saw PokeRev, and he was doing these big box breaks, right? And then I saw TCA Gaming, and he would do these videos where you have purchased like these vintage booster packs, and he opens them in a video. Well, at the time, I was TheCardconomist, a successful YouTuber with 130,000 subscribers on YouTube, playing Monster Hunter every day. And that channel is still there. You can go look it up. We had a lot of viewers, and I told them I really like this thing, Pokemon. So I would go live on a second channel called TheCardconomist, and I'd live stream myself opening packs just for myself. And then one day, I said, will you guys like me to open them for you? And people were like, hell yeah. And I said, all right, well, you got to buy from me because, you know, I'm not going to do it for free. And, you know, if I bought a pack for $6, I got to get at least $6 back. And then that became like $8. All of a sudden, I'm making $2 a profit per pack, right? Or something like that, right? So that's how it all started. And it was a really interesting thing. I still remember that time period. I went out, I bought like a table, I bought lights, I bought a shelf, and I started buying product, and it just took off. It just exploded instantly. It took off instantly. It was a really exciting time. You know, there was this point where I was climbing into bed after work because I slowly moved away from the Game Economist and into this Card Economist role. And I climbed into bed one day, and my wife was there waiting for me to climb into bed, and I was climbing in late because she had already gone to sleep, and I was, you know, waking her up, climbing in after her. And I was like, I think I just sold like $3,000 of cards. You know what I mean? And it was just such a weird, it was an extremely weird feeling because it was like, I think I made it. You know, that was the feeling. The feeling was like, I think I just discovered something that's a big deal. And this continued on for like the first year. And our card sales got close to like, it didn't hit 1 million, but it got close to it. And I was like, oh my God, I just sold $1 million. And so there was this total change in feeling to my whole situation in life. It all changed. I was like, I just sold $1 million in cards and made a little bit of money the whole time that I sold all these cards. And then that just continued on for years, and we're still doing it to this day. So, yeah, it was really shocking. I'd never experienced anything like that in life, actually. So it was really shocking when it happened. Did those Q-Bones or Ancient Muse sell? That's Mr. Anthony Haymeyer. Let me show you how much you got. Yeah, I think both of the Q-Bones sold. And then I think the Ancient Mew did sell. Here it is. Anthony Haymeyer. It says $464. There it is. All right. You had a good job before this, too. Yeah, so as the Game Economist, I was a very popular Monster Hunter streamer, and I was making probably between 60 and 80,000 a year doing that, but it was near the end, it was closer to 80 because we had started doing live streams, so I was still getting all this ad revenue, and I was still really good at pumping out videos and guides, but I would go live afterwards and just start collecting $50 here, $50 there. People would drop like $20, $40, $50 really quickly, And it was just free money. I didn't have to ship any products or anything. I didn't have to like put on a show. I didn't have to be a used car salesman. So that got really good. And I was just really, I was already surprised by that. And that was when I had a point in life where I was like, I need to start investing this. And I said, let's invest in Pokemon. Oh, wow. That was fast. One day. You like it? Anthony, what do you have to say about Cardconomist Consignment? Was it pretty good? That wasn't so bad. Let's see. Did you say you wanted to be paid out on that one? One day. Yeah, pretty nice. Especially if you give us some nice cards, the audience will gobble them up pretty fast. Let's see. #1 consignment in the world. It's nice. It's nice. We also have special methods to get consignments to move. So we can do breaks if we want. We don't necessarily do it, but we can do it if we want. All right, so I have a Mr. Anthony Haymeyer here. And so I think I can get your email and send you, do you want me to send it to your PayPal email? I have a PayPal email right here. Now I might subtract, it looks like it's going to be a conversion. So I might subtract the conversion fee for your side. I've never had to deal with this very often, but I've learned about it over time. And there's quite a lot of money to lose on the conversion. It's like $10, but you know, it's like, I don't know, it's a little bit. Let's see. We'll pop this in here. The thing is, I don't have to do it for everybody, just for people who need the conversion. PayPal email works. All right, so we're going to send, so I'm going to send 460, and 4 of these dollars will be the fee for the conversion, okay? So you're going to lose $4 converting it. Here goes. All right. Recipient gets 611 CAD, okay? All right, and there it is. PayPal fee $5. So you're going to pay 4. I'm going to pay 1. But that's because I don't have to normally do that fee for everyone. This is an international fee, so we're going to let you do the fee. All right, and I was going to buy some chocolate with that $4. Send. All right, sounds like it's all good. There you go. Anthony Haymeyer. All right, good. So this goes back down to 0, and I believe you still have a card or 2 over here. You still have, I know you still have the Sylveon, right? So that's 1 at least. Oh, yeah, you've got this too. I don't know how fast this guy will sell. He might not sell as fast. That's Dragon Ball. What do you got? So we got Dragon Ball guys in here, don't we? What do you guys think of this? Dragon Ball guys. Hit that like button. We need 2 more people to hit that like button. Where's those 2 people? We need 2 people. Smash it. Smash it like you smash your butt cheeks or something. I don't know. I was going to say something clever, but I was like, maybe not. Smash it like you would smash the guy who goes and uses a calculator in the aisles of Target to weigh his cards. There you go. So you got these 2 at least. I got some Uyama Pikachus coming back from PSA that I will do consignment on as well. All right, sounds good. Very interested in those. Uyama. I once sold an Uyama Pikachu to, I think, Jennifer Yap for just like $1,000. Isn't that card like a $5,000 or $7,000 card now? Some ridiculous price. All right. Thank you so much. Let's see what we got next. We got a big order from Miss Sarah Dusenberry. She says, 1 jumbo Pokemon pack and 2 packs of perfect order. Sarah. Miss Sarah. Sarah, let me get you a spot in here, okay? Thank you, Sarah. Sarah treating us right. There it is. All right. They probably only 7s or 8, but still nice. Oh, nice. You know, you'd be surprised. People do like 7s and 8s. 7s and 8s are less intimidating. They go, I could marry a 7 or an 8. 10s would probably leave me because I'm not myself attractive enough. All right. Woo. Look at that. Very nice. This is a Japanese jumbo pack made out of all of our Japanese booster packs that are really nice, actually. Wow. Okay. That's for you. Oh, Mamma Mia. Mamma Mia Pizzeria. Here's Vaporeon. Here's Mag Cargo. Very mag. Let's start snipping. All right, here's perfect order. Let's just get these 2 perfect orders open to see how they turn out. What do we got? These are selling fast. Perfect order. People are loving the price. It's not bad. I mean, it doesn't have Charizard. It actually does have Gengar in it, doesn't it? Look at that Gengar. Actually, look, looks like it's going to have a reverse holo Snorlax too. That's kind of cute. But it doesn't have like a big SIR Gengar. It doesn't have a big SIR Charizard. And it's just kind of a normal price. It's almost like a breath of fresh air. It's closer to a normal price. It's under $10. Like, wow. Unbelievable. Snipping on this. Wow, I'm thirsty, man. All right. Sarah, anything for you. Everything I do it for you. Who said they didn't like Bryan Adams? I'll slit their Pokemons. I'll cut their throats. There. Somebody said they didn't like Bryan Adams in here the other day. I don't know how I feel about that. Questionable. All right, there we go. Next, they're going to say they don't like Stevie Nicks. All right, that was your Reggie Drago set. Here's Rocket. Anyone else see that? It says 42. What says 42? Ooh, we got the 40 likes. Time to give away that card. Good job, guys. All right, here's Chandelure. I know it's hard to get that likes up to 40, but, you know, it's just a bit of fun. You don't even have to do it just for the giveaway. Just do it to help us out. We like to get those likes up. It's like a game. Here's Raichu. Here's the black Boosty. We got Runiclus or something. It's so weird, dude. The embryo Pokemon, I guess. Cold. Here's a cold one. How about this Pokemon go to the polls? Slowbro's cute. Really? You pulled Charizard? Wow, I was just saying your round was looking kind of tough, and now you've pulled a Charizard and turned it around. It looks like a good round now. So she's pulled a Charizard out of one pack. That's crazy. Ready? Now here is the Mega Dweem for Mega Dweebs. Haha. What? What? Sarah, you can't keep getting away with it? Wow. Look at you. She just said, I'll take Charizard and Metagross. I really like this card. If you ever want to trade it, let me know. Here's Lucario. I've been thinking about implementing a new thing where you guys can have me price up your raw cards and they go into a raw card box. What do you think? Here's a holo. Cold. The bug. Here's Archeops. Rawr. Archeops. Here's a cold one. Here's a cold one. Wait, you got two of these? You got two of these. That's cheating. You can't have two of them. Here's the Elefante. Inferno X. Oh, Charizard. Rawr. Here's Lost Oregons. Okay, here's Gardevoir. All right, here's Team Ho-Oh. Here's Night Wanderer. And here's Ancient Roar. Rawr. All right. What? How good is Sarah doing on this round? That was the Mega Boosty Pack. I need to make more of those. You guys want me to make more of those Mega Booster Packs for sale? We ought to do one for Weiss Schwartz, because I'd love to see people open up the Weiss Schwartz. And then, like, get one of each. There it is. Let's see. Whoa. I don't know, Sarah. That's crazy, man. That's like a clip right there, almost. 2 Altarts and a Charizard out of the Mega Japanese, the Jumbo Japanese booster. I'm going to clip that one. I'm going to send that one to Mike's side, because Mike's side's always got to have some fodder. All right. Sarah gets lucky on Jumbo Japanese Booster Pack. Sarah, you just get lucky a lot. Has anyone noticed that? You must have been lucky in another life. Or maybe unlucky. I don't know how that works. Does the luck transfer? So this baggie's already pretty full. I'm going to create another 7 bag. A couple bags for you, Sarah. How's this looking over there? All right. So we're going to create another bag for you. What do you think of that, Sarah? Good. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Mm-hmm. What's this? Stephen Dam. I don't think he has a bag with me. When did he give that to me? 722? Stephen Dam, are you watching right now? Are you in the stream? Okay, Sarah Dewsbury, order is over. Cybershop. Cybershop is here. What? I'll take that Kangaskhan. All right, you got it. Anything for you, Cybershop. You're not Ran, are you? I can't remember now. Cybershop. Good. What else we got going on? We got Mr. Gabriel, 4 more of the manga boosters. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. 4 of these. Thank you, Gabriel. What are we pulling for you today? Snip of this. Snip of this. All right. And now we've got... We really just need these back cards. Son Goku's a rare. Gotenks is a rare. And this is trash. And then this pack is going to have... oh, what do we got? Mercenary Tau. Ooh, okay. He's an SR. All right. Got Mercenary Tau. And now we've got to pull... Oh, the Awakened card. I like that. That's cool. Here's Vegeta and Muri. All right, Muri. Guess those aren't really hits, are they? They're just rares. And, oh, Ginyu and Frieza. Okay, he's got a very Orbis head. Very strange. Good character design. Oh, my eye's itching, man. Ah, too much allergies, guys. You guys ever get allergies? I live right next to a state park, and there's trees for miles. And I swear, if you live that close to all those trees, it makes allergies so much worse. All right, very good. Who's ready for that giveaway? Say me, 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 if you guys are ready for the giveaway. Popping that in there. All right. Well, not a crazy round this time, I'd say, Gabriel. Not a crazy round. More like a standard round. But I guess you walk away with the whole bag full of hollows. Look how fast those hollows actually fill a bag. Me, 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 me. Says Mr. Steven. You're going in for free, Steven. We got to get you in there now. Steven said, I'm game. Yes, the pollen's been killing me. Hope it rains soon. Was there any colored cards? I believe there would have been, yes, throughout the bulk. I didn't sleeve any of it, but you're keeping all of it. So you're keeping it. Me, 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 me. All right, Steven. Mr. Steven. What do you guys want after this? Like a $200 free card? Steven. So, all right, so here goes. Woohoo, 7 years of watching pays off. That's a long time, man. We've got Patrick D. Luffy. Number 16, that's Pat Gibbs, right? Here's AOG. Number 17, we got Ivan Chiquilo. Ivan's here. What's up, Ivan? Here's Gabriel Gallegos. G. We've got Pokewing. Number 19, Pokewing. All right, I'm going to make my number 20 Alexis because she's doing the shipping tonight, so she gets to be in there for free. We're helping her a little bit. Landing on 11, going to Team Rocket Grunt. How lucky can this guy get? Team Rocket Grunt gets the free slab, too. What the hell? Damn, dude. That guy's just taking everything. All right. Boing. I didn't get any messages from Alexis, did I? She said she was coming over later. No. All right. All right. So she's coming in to do the shipping. Honestly, I think I could do the shipping. Back in the day, I did all the shipping myself. I think I could actually handle the shipping all over again. I just need a shipping quarters. I could get it all done. I got to convince her to do the encapsulation. That's the job, man. The encapsulation. How do we talk her into doing some encapsulation? That's a job that requires some commitment. You got to be into it. You know what I mean? You got to be like, I'm into this. All right, so these are going into here. Whoa, we moved a lot of slabs. The box is so less full now. So many slabs have come and gone. So don't go anywhere. We need another giveaway, don't we? We need a new one. Let's see what we got. Maybe like a $100,000 one. I would love to do that job, but sadly, I live in Germany. Just come over here, I'll marry you. Germany. I got some German genes. Does that mean, am I welcome to the German barbecue? Am I invited? Ooh, cool. Rayquaza. I got some German genes. I'm like quarter German or something like that. Something like that. I haven't looked at my DNA thing in a long time. Poor Germany. Bazillion taxes over there. I feel bad for you. The taxes are too high, man. Germany is otherwise very cool. I like a lot of things about Germany. It looks so nice. I like your Christmas markets and all that. I love Christmas. Perfect weather, too. You guys got great weather. A little bit of cold, a little bit of hot. Lots of cold. Look at this. Thought about moving to the U.S. a few years ago before it all went bad there. Yeah. Yeah. It's, you know, what's crazy is I'm in a rural part of America, and I benefit from the low taxes. So it's not so bad. I don't know if I would live in a city again. I've lived in St. Louis. I didn't like it. Dirty. The people there could range from like crazy to angry to like get the hell out of my way. Bad traffic, crazy drivers. I-270 is insane, dude. Traffic all the time. Car accidents all the time. Always somebody trying to cut out of a lane, and then someone smashes into them or something like that. Not good. So we're going to say free for this as well. So we got another giveaway for you beautiful people who got us to 44 likes. Great job, guys. Ta-da! Rayquaza. Taxes are bad here. If you want to start your own business, it is hard. Yeah, you know, there are things I don't like about the U.S., but if it weren't for the U.S., I wouldn't be the card economist. I really believe this. I wouldn't be who I am today. So it had to happen here. Had to happen in America. And so that old saying that the opportunities in America, I think that's still true. You know, Mr. Ant's Taco, he comes in. He was a former moderator in our group. He comes in and talks about how he just started like a food truck situation with Pokemon cards. So he does that at the conventions. And apparently he's got a little growing business. So he's enjoying business too right now. Pretty cool. Anyone here from New York? I'm going in June, July. Oh, you're going in June, July to New York. New York, New York. All right, let's see if there's any orders. Any orders? Who wants some action? Anybody? In the U.S., I would surely have more money. I know how to sell stuff, but here, the taxes kill it, kind of. I think it kills it if you get too successful. So as long as you don't succeed, taxes won't bother you too much. The moment you start doing too good, they're like, oh, we're going to need all your money. How's that a good situation? That's a bad situation. I saw you guys have the rise of the far right, AFD. Let me hit re-roll on this. The AFD in Germany just had some big success or something like that. Isn't that right? It is Joe Dirt. There it is. Joe Dirt. Here's Habit. No, I'm sorry. Habibi Tur. All right, Habibi Tur. Habibi Tur. And we've got Nate Dog. What up, Nate Dog? Ah, woo! He's got that dog in him. Here's Cody Hodges. It's Cody. Cody, you've been in a lot of these breaks. Number 5. Steven, you actually got in the natural way, too. How nice is that? All right. You just had to believe. If you're starting small, you got to pay retail and sell even more expensive, plus taxes, and you profit. I'm sure there's, like, profitable businesses in Germany and all that, but it's like, whatever success you're having over there, if you had been over here, you'd have kept like almost a quarter more of that success. It's just kind of crazy to think about it. You know what I'm saying? And it's pretty interesting. If you lived out here in Lake of the Ozarks, Missouri, that's why I'm from Lake of the Ozarks. I've been in Missouri my whole life. Actually, I was born in California, but I grew up and lived in Missouri. So if you're living out here where I live, all the girls out here are German anyways. I'm not even exaggerating. They're all German girls. German and Irish, because Missouri was German-Irish. Lots of Germans, lots of Irish. And when you go to the countryside, that's all that's out here. It's just a bunch of German-Irish people. But they don't have German accents, and it doesn't look like Germany. But everyone has German ancestry, so they just look German. You know, it's not like you magically transform into a American because you're living on America. You still have the German gene. Like if you go to Kansas City, Missouri, right now, you would just see a bunch of German people. And it's mixed. It's a city, so there's a lot of other things too. But you will get a sense. You're like, oh yeah, this is Missouri. It's got a Missouri feeling to it because everyone has that sort of look. There's a look to it. It's almost like being a hobbit or something. It's like being a hobbit. You know, there's kind of a look to it. That's why I'm saying in the U.S. I'd probably have my business already lost. So it's like home ? Our politicians do so much stuff that people are unhappy and go extreme left or extreme right. I think every country, people are going either extreme left or extreme right. I think it's happening around the whole world. And it's just this, you know, people want authoritarianism. They want extreme results. But there's definitely ideological fighting going on right now everywhere. Far left, far right. And maybe even some surprisingly shared views on stuff. Like, you'd be surprised. Sometimes they agree on stuff like the authoritarianism. Well, it is 8:30, guys. 8:30 p.m. We're at almost 3 hours. So we did almost 3 hours for the daytime and almost 3 hours for the nighttime. I'd say we streamed today for about 5.5 hours. Is that good enough? Should I stay on for another hour, everybody? What do you think? I live in Berlin. We literally got every nation here. Oh yeah, Berlin's one of the cities that's very mixed. And you know, there's different points of views on all that kind of stuff. Like in America, we have New York. New York's super mixed. And California is pretty mixed. And even Texas is pretty mixed. And then you have places like where I'm living where it's not very mixed. It's kind of like, it feels very, very homogenous if you were raised here and you were already German heritage, and then everyone around you still German heritage later in life. So you can experience that in America. You just have to study the basically the ethnicity of each area in America. But you'll be living amongst Americans with American accents. Well, shucks, welcome to Pokemons. You know, you'll have that going on. No, you won't. Not in Missouri. Missourians sound like me. There is no Southern accent here unless they're unless, you know, I think there's this thing that happens where Missourians will copy the Southern accent almost, like adopt it because they like it or something. But no, Missourians all talk like this. So it's really funny when TV is always depicting us with like a Southern accent. Missourians don't have a Southern accent. Tennessee, maybe. I don't know if Tennessee does, but Tennessee, maybe. Mister, just curious if I had any store credit. Might use it for shipping. Anthony Haymeyer, yes, you have some store credit. Let's see, you have $40 of store credit. Did it? There it is. Main party here is currently pooping on the workers. Left wants to help them, but they're too extreme for many and some other points, so they go to the right. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's complex. My personal views is that no matter how you stylize the country, the taxes do have to be low. So that's my perspective on it. Because the higher the taxes are, the worse off you are as a country, since nobody will want to run a business in your country. They'll run off to China, they'll run off to the UAE, they'll run off to Australia even. There's even tax structures, benefits in the Scandinavian countries to incentivize, or like Ireland, to incentivize companies to move there and do business there because they'll get, secret low corporate taxes. But then especially you've got America. It's like, why not just do corporate business in America? So, the higher your taxes run, the harder it is to retain talent, the harder it is to retain corporations, the harder it is to get the jobs and the innovation to occur in your country rather than in another country. Like if the innovations occur in China, China wins. They get all the money. They get all the money from that innovation because it's invented over there, and they're going to copyright it over there, and it's going to stay over there, and then they're going to sell it over to you. You can buy it, and then your money flows outward toward toward China. So, you know, you have to have a competitively low. You don't have to like have taxes that are zero, but they have to be competitively low. They have to compete with other countries of a similar quality of life who have already figured out how to do, you know, a country with the lower tax rate. And usually that means cutting benefits from some people and not overspending on benefits. And that's really hard to do in a democracy because we have sort of a cat's out of a bag democracy where everyone's realizing, oh, I can just vote for money. I can just vote to give myself stuff. I don't have to go to work. I can just get it for free. And the more people in society understand that, the more your country is ready to spiral off into communism and socialism, and money goes where it's treated best. All the companies are going to leave. So that's my belief about how it's running. You know, I don't come up with these ideas because of a personal feeling of being a conservative or personal feeling of being a Republican or any of those things. It's like a video game. It's like the Grand Exchange in RuneScape. It's like doing trades, doing deals. It's like you have to understand how money's going to move, how money's going to flow. It's going to flow into the countries that treat it well and out of the countries that treat it poorly. It's always going to be that way. And so I like Germany. I want to see Germany succeed. They got like ancient history. They're a cool country. I like the German people. I actually like the German language a lot. I think it sounds really cool. But it's sad because I would never move there. The taxes are so crazy. And I hear about all the Germans that move to like the UAE and stuff in order to just have a much better life because they can work and keep their money. How crazy is that? Like that idea is so crazy, you know? 2026, and that's a crazy idea now. Main party want us to work more because we don't have enough newborns to compensate the old people. That's right. Where are the baby factories? Come on, ladies. FCB says we love the Austrian painter. Here's Miss Six. Miss Six, how are you tonight? Let me grab this. Stream yourself starting again on RuneScape Iron Man style. I loved RuneScape. I really loved that game. All right, so here we go. Miss Six, she says the sub list. Yes, one of the fastest moving items in our stream is this sub list. People absolutely love this. Here's number 2. Six, you got spot number 2. Just got done watching Endgame. What's Endgame? That sounds familiar. Let me look it up. Oh, is that Marvel's Endgame movie? Endgame 2006 is an action thriller starring Cuba Gooding Jr. as a Secret Service agent. You must be referring to Marvel. Oh, yeah, Avengers, yes. What? I'm Tony Stark. Snap. Whoa. All right, we're hitting refresh. Well, we are out of orders, and it is 8:35. I think we're ready to wrap up. We are hitting that 3-hour mark. Mister, for shipping to Canada with 3 slabs and some packs, would that be 80? No, it should be like 40. It should be 40 for shipping to Canada with that much. And you can actually keep adding to it, I'm pretty sure. So 3 slabs and like a bag is not going to hit over 40 for a little while. So you can save that shipping if you want and keep adding to it if you're interested. But yes, so that's what that sounds like. And let's see. We don't have enough newborns to compensate the old people going out of jobs. Yeah, that's a problem in a lot of countries. A lot of countries promised retirement for the elderly, but they didn't save up enough money for that. And so the elderly, they want very expensive cancer treatment. They want very expensive heart treatment. They want all these experimental drugs. And they can't afford it themselves. And they say, you owe it to us. We already gave you our money. So now you have to pay for it. Come on, government. And they vote for it, too. They vote for it. They say, we're going to vote for this. You're going to give it to us for free. And somebody's going to pay for it. And it's going to be young people. Young people not having any babies. We got to get the baby factories going. I say we make test tube babies for real, like artificial womb style. I hear they're working on that in China. If they get that going, that's a big deal. Imagine in the future, if you want a baby, you just contribute an egg and a sperm and you're done. And then a machine pops the baby out. Wouldn't that be insane? Eric Rodriguez, 10 Korean, Lost Abyss. You got it, man. All right, Korean Lost Abyss. But we're not at that point. I was reading about that in an article because China's really ambitious about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're living in the future over there if they figure that stuff out because that's really, it's going to be a huge deal. I think we are going to figure it out. I think there's going to be artificial wombs very soon. You know, because the governments are going to incentivize that those things should be created, artificial wombs, and then the government will say like, all right, we're buying eggs and eggs and sperm, and I don't know, maybe not, but yeah, that is like what I was saying earlier. So the billionaires are going to go have 100 children and then hire like some foster parents or an orphanage to raise the children or something like that. So, but it's it's going to be even more possible for that to happen if you have these artificial wombs. People are just going to be having babies left and right at that point, but only the people who want them. All right, here goes. So maybe the government will tax you, and then they'll have an artificial baby in the artificial baby machine. Wouldn't that be insane? That'd be so crazy. Imagine you had to pay like baby taxes. You're like a worker. You don't want to have any babies. You're paying like this baby tax, and the baby tax goes directly to the government. And then the government has like a sperm egg program where they like filter people in and out for their sperms and eggs. And then the baby is made in a government artificial womb, right? So no one's pregnant. The robot's pregnant. And then the baby's born. And then the government just takes the baby. It's like it's ours. Could you even imagine? That's like some Logan's Run futurism kind of crazy shit. Logan's Run. Did you guys watch that one? That's so funny, man. I love that. It's not funny. It's a really good movie if you haven't seen it. There it is. Eric Rodriguez. Boom. Look at that. Logan's Run. If you haven't watched that, go watch that. It's a great movie. It's an older movie, and it has a great feeling to it. Logan's Run. Strongly recommend. All right, there it is. Yeah, young people are told to work more, even though we can't nearly get the same living standard as our parents and our grandparents, right? And it's very tricky because, you know what, Mr. Proxy? You know the way it's supposed to be? The way it's supposed to be, Grandma and Grandpa worked hard and saved up, and they give their money to their children. And then Mom and Dad worked hard, and they take the inheritance and their savings, and they give it to their children. So what's really supposed to be happening in society right now, you and I, millennials, Gen Z, Gen Alpha, we're supposed to be the wealthiest children in history. That's what's supposed to be happening. That's what's supposed to be happening if our parents and our grandparents did the right thing with their money. They're supposed to be handing off their savings to us. They're supposed to be saying, here, settle down, have some grandchildren, and just piling money on top of us. But we got to $500,000, $1 million. They're supposed to be piling us with money right now, showering us with their greatest economy the world has ever known. They had the greatest economy that's ever occurred in human history. And now that economy is a little shaky, but they had the lowest taxes and the greatest economy and the most growth. And they're supposed to be showering us with our inheritance. And instead, they're like, actually, we have no money for you, and we have to raise taxes on you, and we own all the homes, so the homes cost $1 bazillion, so you can't even buy one. That's how it actually is. They're like vampires. They're vampires. They don't care about us. They're vampires. And they'll vote to take more from you. That's what they'll do. They'll vote to take as much as they can. They'll say, I'm not paying for this. Someone else is going to pay for this. They spent all their money when they were younger and didn't save up, and now they're like, all right, well, where are the young people? They got to pay for us now. That's what's really going on in every society. Every modern society is exactly the same. It's all of these boomers who had the best economy the world has ever seen, 1950s, 1960s, 1970s, best economy in all of American history, lowest taxes too. Houses cost $12,000. A car costs $1,000. Gas is a nickel. And now we live in the future. Gas is like $4. A home, $200,000. A vehicle, $30,000 to $40,000. That's how inflated the dollar is now. That's how much money printing they allowed the government to do before you and I could even vote. And what are they saying? We need more of your money now. It's slavery. It's vampirism. And young people are not receiving an inheritance. They're receiving debt. $39 trillion of it. And we're not angry enough about it. And we're not aware of it even. We're not educated. We went to school and we didn't learn about it. We learned like how to read the encyclopedia a lot. That's what we did in school. I've come to understand our education system this way. We went to school to learn how to memorize the encyclopedia. That was it. They made us memorize the encyclopedia. Totally useless garbage, by the way. Totally useless. Not going to translate into a job at all. And then the most important things like, by the way, they're stealing your future by printing $39 trillion and not raising, the wage at the same time. They didn't teach you that, but they taught you the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell or some crap like that. You know what I mean? And so it's just been a really, 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 really awful. I feel like millennials get squeezed two ways. They get squeezed by the elderly for money for Social Security, Medicaid, and Medicare. And then they're squeezed by having a baby, which will cost you $1 million. So you get squeezed both ways, and you're just supposed to navigate that. But don't worry, you have like $40,000 to $100,000 of student debt and a head full of encyclopedia facts. How stupid is this? It's actually really insane. So, but to me, it's future slavery is what it is. It's actually just slavery. So if you don't know what it is, that is the nature of slavery. Somebody has heavily taken advantage of you. They've like the robots in the Matrix. We were talking about the Matrix a minute ago. You're a battery for them, and they're sucking the life out of you. And they're like, how can we do this further? Because everybody wants to do that all the time. It's the most important rule of the real world. They should tell you that in school, first of all. They should say everyone will try to enslave you all of the time. If they can leverage your time and take it away from you, they will, like a vampire. So that's the first lesson you should learn in school. But, you know, they don't teach that, so you have to learn it from mom and dad. And if your mom and dad weren't, like, hyper aware of this kind of stuff, your parents didn't teach you that either. They're just like, you're going to take care of us when we're old, right? That's your parents. Most of us have parents like that. Anyways, great conversation. No orders have come in. It is a 3-hour stream now. We're all done, guys. I had a lot of fun. Did you enjoy this conversation? Join me tomorrow. We're going to go live again on Saturday for the late night stream. It's going to be a late night stream because it's Saturday, okay? Late night stream Saturday. So if you don't want to miss it, smash the subscribe, and YouTube will tell you when we're going live. I had a lot of fun, guys. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? In Berlin, you even got problems finding a flat? Exactly. You can't even get a rental. They did a deal with Man Bear Pig, and now we're screwed. Exactly. Proxy said that's why most young people tend to lean left. Right. Well, that's also a mistake. They believe that the solution is even more taxes. But all that's going to happen is some old person's going to tax you and give it to another old person. So I know that's really a hard pill to swallow, but that's exactly how it works. You know what they never do when they raise tax? They never hand a paycheck to young people. That is not how it works. They don't hand you a check. They raise taxes, and they hand everyone else a check. Some guy who doesn't want to have a job, some person who shouldn't be there, and then an old person will get a big check because they got cancer and they want to live another year. So that's how it'll work, and it's just really tough, but that's just how it is. So they think that the tax, all the high taxes are for them. No, you're the battery. You're the battery in the Matrix. You're the one they're going to vampire off of. And the higher that taxes is, the less you actually get to keep of your own labor. It's your labor. You're not a CEO. You're not a big business owner. You're not, you're none of those things. You're not a billionaire. So when they raise taxes on you, it's just total shit. It's so bad. It's just vampirism. All right, I'm hopping off. Great conversation. See you later, everybody.